Yo, 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 yo. Back again. He's back again. Hit that like button. We ain't got a whole lot of time. I was in here lying down. Damn, I'm having to go live if I gotta go get these motherfucking kids. Yeah, man. If I gotta go get these kids, hit that like button, man. So we got Lil Z Osama. Man, something is wrong with that Poo Shiesty case, y'all. I ain't never see the federal government give so many bonds, man. Delta. Straight up, you already know. What's up, LeVar? 2800. West Baltimore, what it do? Oh, man, they must be sending out notifications today. Oh, shit. We might get some rhythm. No, it seems like they send out notifications once every 25 lives. You know what I mean? What's up, Major? Once every 25 lives, we get notifications sent out. It is what it is, though. Butter. The fuck it is, man. Straight up. That's about time. Man, I can't complain, man. You see that live I did earlier, man? Niggas out here. Man. Yo, Big 30 ain't snitching on Poo Shiesty, yo. Let me make that clear, man, for the people that watch this on the replay. If you see videos circulating claiming that Big 30 and Big 30 father is snitching, yeah, straight up, Major. That ain't true, y'all. Niggas using bail paperwork. Nah, hell no. You gotta watch the live I did early. Niggas using motion for reconsideration of bail paperwork. And what the lawyer and the arguments the lawyer is making to say a nigga tell him. JB. Nah, yo. That's not how telling work, yo. Snitching is done to law enforcement. Snitching is done to prosecutors. Snitching is done when there's plea deals taken, when people still trying to fight. Because normally those plea deals are going to come with testimony. Snitching ain't done in motherfucking bail hearings. You know what I mean? Niggas ain't snitching at bail hearings, man. Max, what it do? Alright, so look. This is the federal complaint that was filed in Lord Z Osama case. Now, y'all remember a couple days ago, let me show y'all what happened. Oh, I gotta cover this. I'm gonna get to that. See how they did that, boy? Matter of fact, we can talk about this real briefly, real fast. The youngest member of a carjacking group who forced Uber Lyft drivers in trunks while robbing customers and sexually assaulting a woman sentenced to 40 years. Yo, this kid, he was 14 at the time, yo. 14, yo. So look how they did him. They held him for 4 years until he turned 18 and sentenced him to 40 years in prison, man. Prosecutors said Mosley was the last of 6 defendants responsible for a wave of armed carjackings, kidnappings, and robberies in November and December 2022. The group used Uber and Lyft apps to lure drivers before carjacking them at gunpoint. Victims were often forced into trunks or back seats, while suspects used stolen vehicles and rideshare accounts to target additional victims. Some were held for hours and forced to withdraw money from ATMs and mobile payment apps. Authorities said Mosley and his co-defendants repeatedly kidnapped victims, threatened to kill them and their families if they refused to comply with their demands. In one incident, 2 victims, a man and a woman, out on a date, were carjacked and kidnapped at gunpoint. Prosecutors said Mosley sexually assaulted the female victim for hours, while others forced the second victim to withdraw cash from multiple ATMs. Mosley was convicted of third-degree sexual offense by force or threat of force. The victim told investigators Mosley used a gun to coerce multiple sex acts and later identified him in a photo lineup. Testimony indicated co-defendant Shields pulled up, seen what was happening, intervened, and stopped the assault. Mosley was 14 at the time. Yo, this is crazy. I gotta find out what happened to the rest of them. Yo, at 14 years old, yo. Mind you, he did some wild, heinous things, yo, but 40 years, yo, for a crime you committed at 14, yo. God damn. 14. That's 4 years away from 10. Not 40 years, man. 20, 25. I think would have been more adequate. But y'all remember this? Lord Z Osama brother was arrested on 4/23/2026. For real? So, for some reason, this criminal complaint is sealed on PACER. But, I had to Google it. So the special January 2026 grand jury charges from at least on or about March 7th, 2026 and continuing till on or about March 8th, 2026. I don't know how to pronounce that word. In the Northern District of Illinois, Eastern Division, and elsewhere. Excuse me. Damn. Deshaun Brown, David Franklin, Anthony Ramsey, Isaiah Dukes, Khalil Dukes, and Jalen Chambers. Defendants conspired with each other and others known and unknown to the grand jury to knowingly and unlawfully seize, confine, and hold for their own benefit and purpose victim B, and to use facilities and instrumentalities of interstate commerce and committing. All right, so this became federal because they used cell phones. So somebody asked me, why did this case go federal? It was the use of cell phones, which is crazy in 2026 to commit crimes with cell phones on hand. Is just like the if it ain't stupid, it's the next thing best to it. You feel me? So that's why this case went federal. Because you don't normally see federal home invasions. It was part of the conspiracy that defendants agreed to steal cryptocurrency, money, and other properties by the use and threat of physical force and to seize, confine, and hold victim B to achieve that goal. It was further part of the conspiracy that defendants obtained and caused others to obtain firearms. It was further part of the conspiracy that defendants misrepresented, concealed, and hid, caused to be misrepresented, concealed, and hidden, and attempted to misrepresent, conceal, and hide the nature and the purpose of the conspiracy. It was further part of the conspiracy that defendants and their co-conspirators committed one or more of the following acts in furtherance of and to effect the objects of the conspiracy. On or about March 7th, 2026, Franklin Khalil Dukes, which is Lord Z Osama brother, used cellular phones to communicate regarding the use of a stolen car to commit the robbery and kidnapping. On or about March 8th, 2026, Franklin and Ramsey used cell phones to communicate regarding the meeting locations in advance of the robbery and kidnapping. On or about March 8th, 2026, Brown drove Franklin, Chambers, and two other co-conspirators in a stolen vehicle to victims A's and victim B residence. This somebody they knew or knew of. On or about March 8th, 2026, while traveling to whatever in a stolen vehicle, Chambers used a cell phone to discuss the plan for the armed robbery and kidnapping with Isaiah Dukes. So, no, it's not, bro. That's his brother. Khalil Dukes is his brother, bro. This is father right here? I don't think that's his father, y'all. Them niggas look about the same age. Yeah, but his brother's the one that's booked. Cause he got booked on the 23rd. He was the last person grabbed. Oh, all right. All right, so on or about March 8th, 2026, once outside victim A's and victim B's residence, Brown approached the front door, knocked, and posed as a food delivery driver. On or about March 8th, 2026, when victim B opened the door, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, along with two other co-conspirators, forcibly entered the residence. On or about March 8th, 2026, once inside the residence, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and two other co-conspirators brandished firearms and attempted to rob victim A of cryptocurrency that the defendants believed was present in or otherwise accessible from the residence. They robbed this motherfucker for cryptocurrency. They said they supposed to got like 100-something thousand. On or about March 8th, 2026, but you splitting that shit between, yo, niggas is out here just doing anything, yo, to wind up in jail. Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and two other co-conspirators kept victim B captive inside the residence and maintained control of victim B by physically restraining victim B and by pointing firearms at victim B. On or about March 8th, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and two other co-conspirators demanded that victim B give them access to the safe, a computer, and online accounts holding cryptocurrency. While inside the residence, Chambers used a cellular phone to call Isaiah Dukes and another co-conspirator not inside the residence. So they on the three-way call. Or maybe not a three-way, but he called Z Osama, who wasn't there, and then he must have called the driver, who provided instructions to Chambers regarding the information needed from victim B to obtain the cryptocurrency. So whoever was in that car knew these niggas. And he must have ran a play back to them like, man, look, boy, I know somebody got $100,000 crypto, man. He's sweet. We can do this, that, third. On or about the same day, while inside the residence, Khalil Dukes received a call on a cellular phone from one of the other co-conspirators inside the residence during the robbery and kidnapping. So he wasn't there. What? So they was calling each other in the same house? So they must have had somebody in the room and had another person moving around, you know, getting everything they needed them to get. Yo, these niggas are stupid. On or about March 8th, 2026, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and two other co-conspirators fled from the residence in a stolen vehicle. On or about March 8th, 2026, after fleeing from the residence, Brown, Franklin, Chambers, and additional co-conspirators met up with Isaiah Dukes, Khalil Dukes, and Ramsey, and additional co-conspirators who searched Brown, Franklin, and additional co-conspirators in order to ensure that all of the proceeds of the robbery was collected. This is very vague. The defendants did conspire with each other and with others known and unknown to the grand jury to obstruct, delay, and affect commerce and the movement of any article in commerce by robbery, as commerce and robbery are defined in Title 18 United States Code namely the robbery of victim B, who defendants believe possessed or otherwise had access to cryptocurrency and other valuable money and properties. So that's the indictment on them boys. This is just the complaint. The indictment probably gonna be more detailed whenever it drop or whenever they unseal it. But when everybody was wondering why Yo got locked up the other day, that's the reason why. His ass got caught in that motherfucking a robbery plot where niggas use hella cell phones. They probably done. They ain't have masks on. Cause you remember the paper we read yesterday? A couple of these guys got locked up in March. A couple of these guys, I think they locked up 3 people in March. And over the course of from March to April, they grabbed the other niggas. This leads me to believe they probably grabbed the dude who knew them, tracked his cell phone and all that shit. So it don't really mean somebody necessarily told. They could have grabbed the dude that knew them, because obviously a nigga knew them and put them on with the play based off what the paperwork say. And they tracked his phone, checked out his cell phone data, and did it that way. But even at that rate, somebody would have had to told that Z Osama and his brother was a part of this plot, because just because he called them, that don't mean they necessarily knew about the plot. Yeah, so definitely somebody tell him. Somebody tell him for certain out that little crew. Y'all remember this nigga that did that that went rogue in Memphis, started shooting everybody? Triple life sentences plus 220 years for Ezekiel Kelly.
The court sentences Mr. Kelly to a period to the felony of commission of active terrorism to a period of 25 years, range 1, the release eligibility of 30%. Felony convictions resulting in the defendant to be rendered infamous. This is an effective sentence of 3 life sentences, consecutive life sentences, without the possibility of parole, plus 221 years, plus the cost to which left minimums and execution be issued. Court will show indictment 2300416 to be off cross with no cost. Excuse me. This is indictment 2204023. Court will show that indictment be off cross with no cost in its entirety. Thank you, Rob.
If I can remember correctly, I think he did this after one of his homeboys got killed. I think. I know I covered this when it first happened. We might gotta go back into it later on or something. Another day. God damn, shorty. That was crazy. Alright, yo, so moving along, man. Moving along. Poo Shiesty alleged right-hand man granted bond in kidnapping case, but the feds appeal. A Texas judge said he could be released pending trial, but prosecutors quickly stepped in, citing the seriousness of the case and potential dangers to the community, meaning he's still sitting behind bars for now. They're expected to file 4 agreements by May 5th as the situation keeps unfolding. So that paperwork that Byron Blake read is basically what his lawyers gonna have to do as well. You know, respond to the judge's the United States government appeal as to why he shouldn't be granted bond. This case tied to the allegations involving Gucci Mane at Dallas studio are now all eyes on whether any of them actually touch bond once these appeals play out. Man, they not giving them niggas no bonds. But this just shows that, yo, this case is kind of sketchy. It's a sketchy case, man. We talking about a robbery, kidnapping, where items was confiscated. They giving niggas bails, man. So as it stands, Poo Shiesty father got a bail. Big 30 got a bail. And now he got a bail. Only person been denied bail was Poo Shiesty. And I don't think this have anything to do with anybody making statements I think this got more to do with, because they typically don't deal with that type of shit at bail hearings. This got everything to do with the evidence that the United States government presented, or lack of evidence that they presented. All right, we gotta go to Lemmy. Yo, so Joseline has been getting on Lemmy. Y'all, I told y'all how I feel about this nigga. Fucking Lemmy. I think he's a cancer to the community. I think Zeus Network need to be fucking need to be banned. For real. Zeus Network is a fucking problem. So the other day, Joseline made this claim. Added Lemmy Plummer. Trafficking young ladies across country lines like Puffy. Why she had to throw Puffy in there? And the feds are coming for you. She tagged the FBI.
And Lemmy, why don't you talk about how many girls you fucked from the cabaret? Let's talk about how many girls you paid to fuck and they sat they pussy in your face every night while you was pregnant with Scotty. All of them. Line them up. They suing you left and right. And you stay in arbitration with them because you're sticking your penis where it don't belong. Like, I can't wait till this class action lawsuit takes you down because you are an evil bitch and you thought that by holding my payments that you owe me in perpetuity was going to stop me and close my network. Bitch, are you dumb? I'm about to go film a whole show right now, bitch. Y'all keep subscribing to Wait TV because I see the subscribers are coming in like crazy. So fuck you, Lemmy. Fuck Zeus, bitch. And that's my cabaret hoe. Don't you forget I own that shit, bitch. And Lemmy, why don't you talk about how many girls you fucked from the cabaret? Let's talk about how many girls you paid to fuck and they sat they pussy in your face every night while you was pregnant with Scotty. All of them. Line them up. They suing you left and right. And you stay in arbitration with them because you're sticking your penis where it don't belong. Like, I can't wait till this class action lawsuit takes you down because you are an evil bitch and you thought that by holding my payments that you owe me in perpetuity was going to stop me and close my network. Bitch, are you dumb? I'm about to go film. Oh, and one more thing. If any of y'all people subscribe to Zeus Network through my personal link, I'm asking y'all right now to go unsubscribe from the network right now. Unsubscribe from that evil ass bitch. If you subscribe for Joseline Cabaret through my link that was on my bio, I am asking you to go and unsubscribe, okay? Go and unsubscribe. Oh, and one more thing. If any of y'all people subscribe to Zeus Network through my personal link, I'm asking y'all right now to go unsubscribe from the network right now. Unsubscribe from that evil ass bitch. If you subscribe for Joseline Cabaret through my link that was on my bio, I am asking you to go and unsubscribe.
Now, all of this started because I think she took a picture with supposed to be a competitor. Yo, but only reason Zeus was able to grow like this is because they locked in with the motherfucking, what's it called, people. It's the only reason, y'all.
I have 5.
Them people love putting destruction into our community. Like, Zeus Network is a destructive platform. Nothing positive. Nothing at all, yo. I'm mad that people even supported that the way they do.
5 ladies on board right now for my class act lawsuit that we have coming against Zeus Network and Lemuel Plummer and all the producers, Jason Tobler, LJ, the brother. Make sure that y'all keep sending me your messages, your phone number. I have the big lawyers on top of these. So we're going to get them. They're going to pay everybody what they owe everybody. If they ever mistreated you, if they ever treated you bad, if they ever made a threat to you, if they ever did anything to go against ethical things, make sure that you keep hitting us up. Thank you to all the powerful women that's not afraid. Thank you to all the powerful men that's coming and going to get behind this class last so he deserve it. And we tired of playing with him and try to control people. You're not a god, my nigga. There's one god and it ain't you, bitch. I have 5 ladies on board right now.
Well, she wasn't finished. So he wound up responding.
This is not new. This is a pattern. Bottom line, it really makes zero sense.
All right.
This is not new. This is a pattern of behavior. When things don't go her way, she goes on social media and starts this disparaging and defamation campaign against people who don't either agree with her or who she's upset with. Not in just business, but even personally close to her. That's something that I just can't sit back and ignore when it's directed at me and Zeus.
I think
I
Zeus
can't.
Network horrible, yo.
To be clear, we've paid Joseline very well over the years. This is not about
Everybody go on that bitch sell out. They all sell out. I think Krishan Rock was kind of pushed into that situation with that baby with Blueface. I do. That's why she don't be trying to fuck with these motherfuckers. Man, these people horrible, man. This nigga's a fuckboy. Look at this nigga. He would never be able to do or to accumulate that type of wealth that he accumulated or deal with the women that he's dealing with. Look at this nigga. He's a fucking cornball. Like, how do we keep allowing these type of niggas to have power or influence on anybody? Yo, these type of people are like, never had a voice in life. Look at this nigga, man. Just like somebody you want to slap. Just for no reason. Just cuz. Like, are you just... Yeah, man. Go all in his pockets and shit. Kick him in his ass. Make him roll out. For real, though. Y'all can't stand. I don't even like the look of him. Then you hear how he be treating people. How he be treating the black women. Because that's his core focus. Black women. He treat the black women on his fucking payroll like shit, man. I don't fuck with y'all.
What we paid her, this is about payments moving forward and fulfilling agreed upon obligations. And that's, to me, equally clear. This is not about a picture with another network owner, which I've seen some people post. It's not about that. It's about pretty much the broader contractual framework she agreed to, including exclusivity, restrictions around direct or indirect competition, and performance-based obligations.
The nigga swindled the previous investors. They taking his ass to court because they all started this Zeus Network idea together, and the idea was originally supposed to been about content creators having a platform to to grow, and yo turned that shit into a motherfucking to OnlyFans or the Maury Show times 10. It's a horrible network, man.
Such as participation and promotion.
They would never allow any other race of people to have this type of platform in their community. Can you imagine a platform that was predicated or dedicated to white women being depicted in this way? Man, fuck no, that shit would have got shut down so motherfucking fast. But since these people love sowing division and ignorance into the black community, they allowed this fucking platform to fucking grow tremendously. With this fuckboy at the head, look at this nigga. Like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Look like the type of nigga that had tape in between his glasses. Fucking Steve Urkel type.
More recently, it also involves honoring key provisions in her agreement, including non-disparaging, confidentiality, and refraining from. This is not new. This is a pattern of behavior, making false and defamatory statements, both personally and professionally, regarding Zeus, his executives, me, the team. These are just very standard, clearly defined terms that we agreed on by both parties, and we expect them to be respected just as we uphold on our end. These specific provisions in her agreement that have been breached, we've made an effort to address this privately, respectfully, calmly, in good faith, and we're still willing to do so.
And it's crazy, yo, been so many allegations going on. See, this is how you know he tied in. Because with the amount of allegations, like how they come after Diddy before him. Like, yo, people like to make Diddy look bad. Man, what? Man, Diddy ain't got shit on this nigga. For real. This nigga is the worst. I'm trying to tell you. How they come down on FS1 before this nigga? With the amount of women that work for him that he slept with, it just lets you know what's really going on. Cause that's what I be trying to highlight to people. It's not It's not that I want niggas in jail or nothing like that. I just want people to characterize what you saying for what it is. You got this man who countless women who work with y'all then came out and talked about how predatory he is. He probably got a million lawsuits behind closed doors and nothing has happened. It just lets you know the influence that he got and the people that he's dealing with is allowing him to get away with this shit, man. But he's only been allowed to do it because he's doing it to black people. You wouldn't be able to do this shit to white people, man.
So that includes multiple attempts to communicate directly, find a resolution without bringing it into the public. Joseline is entertainment. We get it. She's brought value to the platform. We respect that. And we genuinely thought we were beyond this. But at the end of the day, this is business. When you agree to terms, especially around exclusivity, conduct, and professional obligations, you're expected to honor, them, just like you would expect us to honor our commitments. That's all we're asking for: accountability, respect, and what we agree to. Making false and defamatory. So I'm not here to attack her or add any stress or unnecessary stress. But at the same time, I'm not going to allow false narratives or allegations to be made about me or...
if everybody keeps saying it, you can't keep saying it's false, my nigga. You feel me? That's like the friend that falls out with everybody. You know what I mean? This friend falls out with everybody. But whenever you talk to this friend and ask them to explain the fallout, it's always that person's fault. Eventually, it got to come to a point where it's you. If everybody you're around is falling out with you, you can't keep blaming everybody. Maybe after the first time, maybe the second time. We talking about the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh time? Come on now. It ain't everybody's fault. Everybody ain't lying, my nigga. You feel me? Like, it got to be just a sprinkle of truth in it somewhere.
The company without addressing them, and that's why I'm really speaking on this. So I'm not here to attack her or add. I want to say this to people. I see some people in the comments and take legal action. And obviously we know our rights, and if we need to do that, we will. But I'm always the type of person that just would like to resolve things amicably before it kind of goes that route. This has kind of always been my style. So I never wanted to kind of do that, but if we have to, we will. And that's where we're at. But we're a very female-driven network. We have a lot of women who work behind the scenes, obviously in front of the screen, and we're very proud to provide those jobs and those opportunities. And we look forward to continuing to grow and scale our business. And we look forward to doing what most networks just wouldn't do. We're an independent network. We appreciate every subscriber. We appreciate everybody who views the shows, and we are really looking to expand and diversify our content in many different ways, and we will be doing that.
You do not need you niggas expanding and diversifying anything. Fuck that. You're doing enough damage. What would expansion look like? The fuck? Y'all niggas had trans shows over that bitch. Like, we don't need no expansion. What we need from Zeus Network is to fucking bail out gracefully. You made your money. You sold your seeds of destruction. We don't need nothing else from this motherfucking platform, man. Straight up. So Joseline didn't finish. She was still going in on this nigga.
You want to go into your little story talking about the cabaret girls? Let the cabaret girls get their money. Who cares? Who cares? If I walked away from the cabaret because I want to have a baby, why the cabaret girls can't go on the other show? They supposed to get their money. They supposed to survive. They supposed to thrive out here. I never said one word about that. You're a cap. You're a liar. And you running a sting over there. You right now, you want to go into your little story talking about the cabaret girls? Let the cabaret girls, you're a Diddy Jr. and you get all these girls to beat up each other for an extra amount of money that's not even in the contract. Your producers are going around telling each
other. That's fucked up, yo. Like, you getting these girls to fight. And all they doing is diminishing their value. That's all they doing, yo. Motherfucker, Krishan Rack was an emotional wreck dealing with these people, man. She looked much happier away from Zeus Network. And I know people give Krishan a hard time, She easy to talk about, from some of the antics that she been a part of. But all of that shit stems from this network and her being coerced or swayed in that direction. All publicity is good. It don't matter how negative it is. As long as your name in the blogs, you winning. Yo, but what does that does to the person mental? Yeah, man. It's killing the person mentally, man.
Each girl, oh, hit her, hit that one, go attack that one. We got an extra 10,000, we got an extra 20,000. Let me, you're evil. Everybody knows it. You're an evil man, you're an evil person. Everybody over there
we got extra 20,000 for you to fight. Yo, what kind of business practices is that? Like, it's no way this what they're doing is legal, right? It's no way. But the way they get away with it is it's subscription based. You know, it's not on network television. You got to pay for it. You got to subscribe for it. So they found some type of loophole in order to be able to produce this nonsense.
down in your network is going to go down with you. You're full of shit. And Surviving Zeus Network, I already got 3 calls today with the shit that just happened at Baddies. You're getting girls attacked. You're getting girls blooded up and beat up. You're a Diddy Jr. And you get all these girls to beat up each other for...
Hold on, y'all. Yeah, but she wasn't finished. She continued.
You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me, you harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha?
Damn.
How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies? How many times have you paid these people off for them not to take you to court? You're not going to get away with it, Lemmy.
Yeah.
You can't go around harassing people,
Definitely gonna get away
sending
with it.
death threat to people, and then going online and saying, "Oh, I'm being they just telling lies to me." How many women are going to say the same thing about you, and nobody's going to believe them? How many women, how many young ladies got to go online, Lemuel Plummer, to talk about Surviving Zeus Network and surviving the predator, Lemuel Plummer? You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light.
Yo, he's
going to come to light.
He's doing the same thing that Vlad and Adam 22 is doing to black men. Let me just doing it to black women, where he's weaponizing his platform. He's weaponizing the need for clout. You know, cause that's the thing now, man. You can weaponize clout if you got it. I mean,
waited until I was pregnant to text my phone about taking my streaming network down. Lemuel Plummer, I'm not saying nothing that is not true. Truth. Everything that I'm saying is truth. You are a predator. You get men and women to beat up people, and you pay them. You're a mobster. You're a mobster. You're a predator, and you go against women. You go against women that you think are by themselves and that are not going to protect themselves.
Fuck
and
yeah.
that are not going to speak up for themselves.
He just like the motherfucking he ain't no different than the motherfucking than the system. I mean, every system preys on independent women, man. Ain't no difference. Ain't no difference.
Right now, I'm pregnant. I'm 39 years old. I'm pregnant with the first kid of my husband. And you choose to wait till I'm pregnant to say anything to me about my streaming app. You're sending threats to my phone. You have people calling my phone, making threats to my phone, and I'm fear for my life. You're making threats to my phone, Lemuel.
Yeah, but she ain't no different, yo, because she was one of the major players involved in helping Zeus Network grow. And more than likely, her app is going to be similar to his, pushing nonsense. Now, I don't know if it's going to be all that, shit that's going on in the background, like what's going on Zeus Network, but you can't paint yourself like Satan is, Joseline, because you played a role in the destruction. Her, you and, what's the girl with the chin? Natalie Nunn.
I fear for my life. Everybody in Zeus Network and all the cast members in Zeus Network knows that you pay people to beat up your cast members. I waited until I was pregnant to...
Is that it? I'm sure it's some more, because she was going in for a minute.
I ain't gonna say no names yet. My shareholders are calling me about Joseline. So you got people in Israel calling you about me? You got the mobsters from Israel calling you about me?
Look, what I tell y'all, that's who he locked in with. His father is a bishop. A black man. You know what I mean? A fucking sellout is an Israeli fucking bishop. That's how he was even allowed to get this far in this, I don't even know if you want to call it content, and this nonsense that he pushed.
Well, I'm in America with child. I'm my old age. You're trying to kill me. And this is why I say you're trying to kill me. I ain't gonna say.
All right, come on now. We ain't doing that. Look at Pops. It's Pops right there. Fuck boy. He just shit slapped out of him.
What's everybody doing? I wanted to come in here. Excuse my appearance, but I'm truly scared for my life. Lemuel Plummer is a predator. You're an evil man, and I'm fearing for my life. And I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time. And every time you come to Miami, you fuck with me. And you didn't think I would let the world know how you been acting like a fucking predator while I'm pregnant. You did it to Scotty the whole pregnancy. You cheated on Scotty. You beat up Scotty. You talk crazy to Scotty. You abused Scotty. You used her. You misused her. You did everything to that lady while she was with your child. Everything. You want to go online and put this fake face on? You want to go online and act like...
See, but the funny thing about this, and this is it's not funny, it's really sad that all these black people get used by these people. And then once they done with you, all they do is lock you up or put some allegations on you and wrong you. You feel me? It's like dealing business with the feds, yo. That's why you don't deal with dirty people, man. That's why when I say, man, you play in the mud, you're going to get dirty. You playing, you know what I mean? They're going to fuck them over eventually. Once they done with them, once the profit margin, decrease on Zeus Network, they're going to come down on them.
Like you, this good guy. You're not a good person, Lemmy. You're not a good person. You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harassed every female on your network. Not just me. You harassed Janisha, Scott. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies?
Damn.
How many times have you paid these people off? For them not to take you to court? You're not going to get away with it, Lemmy. All of a sudden, you know I'm pregnant, and you want to start texting me shit about me taking a picture with somebody that came to support me. Telling my husband I need to take down the network at once. Sending me messages. You're going to deal with this accordingly. Are you going to get somebody to shoot my car up like you do with everybody else?
Damn.
Lemmy, are you going to get somebody to kill me when I'm pregnant? With my second child? At my old age? You're going to get somebody to kill me and my baby? Bitch, that's what you want to do to me? After all the years that I gave you. After all the secrets that I kept, because you make a threat every fucking time. After all the secrets I kept from you in that fucking network for years. To everybody.
It's a goddamn shame.
Me, you harassed Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? It's blood everywhere. Shit everywhere. It's nasty, it's disgusting. It's devil worshippers all over there. And you're messing with the people over there overseas. And you told me yesterday on the phone, my shareholders, which I ain't gonna say no names yet, my shareholders are calling me about Joseline.
See, that be the bullshit. Like, my people want to expose, but they don't want to go too deep. Yo, if you're going to expose that shit, who are these shareholders? I want to know. I want to know who are these people that's backing. Who's the money behind Zeus Network? I think the world needs to know that. I think the black community needs to know this. And one thing I can respect about Joseline is she do embrace being black. A lot of Hispanics don't embrace being black.
So you got people in Israel calling you about me? You got the monsters from Israel calling you about me while I'm in America with child? At my old age? You're trying to kill me. And this is why I say you're trying to kill me. You did it to Scotty the whole pregnancy. You cheated on Scotty. You beat up Scotty. You talk crazy to Scotty. You abused Scotty. You used her. You misused her. You did everything to that lady while she was with your child.
I need to find that whole live. Joseline Hernandez. I ain't got that much time. Dang, that shit that long? God, I gotta go get my kids from school.
These are just, I've never heard this stuff, and people out there that maybe it's just insane. It's insane. So, I'm like kind of mind boggled.
I don't want to hear this thing.
Anything, you've made threats towards me. You've made threats towards me in our group text today, which you've made some crazy threats. Not only today, but since I've ever met you, you've had this erratic response at times where you would be impulsive and make threats. You threatened to kill my dogs at one point in time.
Oh man, get your bitch ass out of here. That nigga's a bitch. I hear that nigga talk. Talking about a girl made threats at him. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, bitch ass. Here we go.
I'm truly scared for my life. He went.
We probably want to listen to the rest of this shit on the ride.
Waited until I was pregnant.
I wonder what she's talking about Israel.
You think are by themselves and that are not going to protect themselves and that are not going to speak up for themselves. Right now, I'm pregnant. I'm 39, 30, and I'm fearing for my life. And I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time. And every time you come narrative, you're a $1 billion man. You're so upset that I started my own little streaming app. That you saying I'm being defamatory towards you. It's not defamation when I'm speaking the truth. You're an evil man, and I'm fearing for my life. And I'm going live just in case I get my car shot up in Miami, where I'm at. Because I'm in Miami, and I know you be in Miami all the time. And every time you come to Miami, you fuck with me. And you didn't think I would let the world know how you being acting like a fucking predator while I'm pregnant. You want to go online and put this fake face on. You want to go online and act like you this good guy. You're not a good person, Lemmy. You're not a good person. You're not a good person, and it's going to come to light. It's going to come to light what you've been doing to people, what you've been doing to young ladies. You harass every female on your network. Not just me. You harass Janisha, Scotty. How many times have you beat up Janisha? How many times have you beat up Scotty? How many times have you beat up those baddies? How many times have you paid these people off for them not to take you to court? You're not gonna get away with it, Lemmy. You can't go around harassing people, sending death threats to people, and then going online and saying, "Oh, I'm being they just telling lies on me." How many women are going to say the same thing about you, and nobody's gonna believe them? How many women, how many young ladies got to go online, Lemoire Plummer, to talk about surviving Zeus Network and surviving the predator, Lemoire Plummer? How many young women? Who's got to get killed? Dang. Who's got to get killed? Is it going to have to be me? So you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby, Lemoire Plummer? So now you're going to kill me with my pregnant baby? Now you're going to kill me. How many people in your network got to go on live and tell the truth about you, and you act like it's all a lie? How can possibly 100,000 motherfuckers be lying on you and the stuff that you're doing or you're done, Lemmy? You contacted me, you harassing me on my phone, you harassing me on my text messages, telling me to shut down my network because it's direct competition with your network.
Damn, that's fucked up. You. That's a damn shame, y'all. That's how motherfucker be, y'all. It's similar to like the Poo Shiesty Gucci Mane situation. Like, you done made motherfucking millions of dollars off of me. Millions of dollars. In a minute, I want to separate and do my own thing. Now it's an issue. That's fucked up, y'all. Yo, whenever I fronted people, I always promoted them to get their own. Like, I never wanted to keep a person under me forever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm fronting you so you can start doing your own shit, you know, and you can buy it from me. But you're doing your own thing. You're getting your own money. You ain't got it, you know, even if you do separate, it ain't no issue. I ain't gonna look at you like, damn, y'all put your on, he got money now. No, yo, do your thing, bro. Like, people crazy, man. People want to keep people under them. That's fucked up, man. She done made that man hundreds, probably tens of millions of dollars. Now she try to separate and do her own hazardous platform. He got issue.
You trying to stop me from feeding my daughter and feeding my unborn kid? And now you want to fucking kill me making those threats online? We will deal with this accordingly. What, you gonna have somebody shoot my car up in Miami? That's what you gonna do? You're gonna kill me and my baby, but you going online saying, "Oh, I know she's pregnant, and I know this is a sensitive space, a sensitive time." No, I was doing just fine. I just had the premiere of Get Money Girls Miami in Miami. I shouted you out. When people was asking, am I competing with other networks? I said, I'm not competing with anybody. I shouted everybody out, and I said, thank you guys for supporting Why You Here TV. All of a sudden, you know I'm pregnant, and you want to start texting me shit about me taking a picture with somebody that came to support me. Telling my husband I need to take down the network at once. Sending me messages. You're going to deal with this accordingly. Are you going to get somebody?
What the fuck is the husband doing? Man, you text my girl some shit like that. You got to kill me, man. The fuck me talking about? Husband, she shouldn't even be speaking. The fuck with her husband at, man? So it's a motherfucking grown man. Man, niggas be allowing anything out this bitch. Niggas be scared of people that got. Man,
shoot my car up like you do with everybody else? Let me, are you going to get somebody to kill me while I'm pregnant? With my second child? At my old age? You're going to get somebody to kill me and my baby? Bitch? That's what you want to do to me? After all the years that I gave you, after all the secrets that I kept, because you make a threat every fucking time, after all the secrets I kept from you and that fucking network for years, I kept all your dirty secrets from Ashley and all the producers, making girls fight each other, making people hit people with bottles and make people bleed and cut each other.
Damn.
After all the secrets I kept because of your fucking threats, one morning you wake up and you're gonna cut my checks that I'm supposed to be getting in perpetuity because you claim I'm a direct competitor to you? Are you fucking kidding me? Let me live.
So perpetuity means that he supposed to be paying her for the rest of her life. I what perpetuity mean. But Joseline, if you want to do your own thing, fuck them checks. You know what I mean? If you got to sacrifice them checks in order to do your own thing, then yo, I think that's fair. You know, I think that's a good agreement.
Little on me. Little on me, bitch. I've been on TV my whole life making all these networks wealthy. I made VH1, Viacom, BT, everybody wealthy. Sue's network wealthy. As soon as I want to make myself wealthy and do something for my kids.
That's the game.
My kids. Now I'm the formation of your character. Your character ain't nothing.
Character been
your
the same.
Character is nobody believes.
That's basically what the judge just told Diddy when he sued who the fuck he sued? Tried to sue Netflix, and he lost what lawsuit against? Well, he threw the lawsuit out against Netflix because they said his character was already defamed. Like Lemmy Plummel, whatever the fuck his name is, character's already defamed, yo. Enough people done defamed this character. Like, she ain't adding no fuel to the fire. The bitch done already burning. It's just a shame, or it's just amazing, or it just shows what's really going on. The fact that ain't nothing materialized out this shit.
A character. You pay people to get beat up, so you're going to get people to shoot me up in Miami. I'm on my way to the police station to make a report on you, because if I come up dead, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, but you know what?
No, he ain't.
I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight for me, and I'm going to fight for everybody that you ever did wrong. You thinking that you can make threats to people, fake threats? Oh, we're going to deal with it according. You're going to send me to get killed. You're going to put out a hit out on me, Lemmy?
Really speed it up.
You're going to put out a hit out on the woman that started your company? The woman that made your company be legitimate? 7 years, I worked hard to get you to be where you at. And I'm pregnant. Look at my belly. Look at my belly. I'm pregnant. My stomach is out here. I'm a 39-year-old woman. I should not be getting this stress. I haven't done anything to you. I haven't done anything to Zeus Network. And you making threats. You sending me messages.
Yo, but this is a dirty game. And this is why they don't allow real niggas in it. You know, you let certified people that stand for something in this game, you get a fucking Poo Shiesty and Gucci Mane situation. You feel me? Like this is what you get, yo, when you get real people involved. That's why they look for lames and sellouts, and you understand? People that's docile, because they're allowed to just do whatever they want to do to them, and there's no repercussions from it.
Oh, we're gonna deal with this accordingly. What does that mean? Are you gonna try to get me shot? They found a dead body in Zeus Network office. We ain't hear nothing about that.
Damn.
What happened to that boy that died outside of your network?
Oh shit.
What happened to that boy?
Is that true?
What happened to that body that they found outside of your network?
Look that up.
What happened to him? Why we don't hear about that? Defamation of character. You have no character. And the people that works for you, all your producers, they have no character. And for Janisha, after all the times you beat her up, is still working up under you and having fucking contacted the FBI to tell them what you've done to her. She's a fucking lunatic. And everybody that's around is a fucking lunatic. And that's why I started Why You Here TV. Because I wanted to get away from Zeus. Even in my last reunion at the cabaret, y'all didn't even see me on stage. Y'all didn't even see me on stage. I didn't even go on stage. I didn't want to be there because I don't want to be around y'all no more. I got with y'all when I was 31 years old, still very young-minded. I was 31 when I got with Zeus Network, still very stupid in the brain, very dumb, very slow still. Didn't really know shit. Just finished fucking with Stevie J and Mona and VH1, and my hair was fucked up. I was getting high on cocaine and doing stupid shit. I've been clean for going on 4 years. 4 years. And you try to make a bitch relapse. This is the type of predator shit that I speak of when I speak of a predator like Lemmy. You sending me threats on my messages. Take down my company at once, but you stop my payments. And if I don't take this down or that down, you're gonna see me accordingly. You're gonna kill me. You making those type of threats. You got people calling my phone private, this and that, silence. Like you're not gonna say anything. What are you saying? Where am I so you can come and shoot me up? That's your doing, Lemuel Plummer. That's your doing. That's your doing. Defamatory of character. You have no character. Your whole network is set up from violence. It's nothing but violence in your network. Your network is the most disgusting network in life. It's so much violence going on in your network. It's blood everywhere. Shit everywhere. It's nasty. It's disgusting. It's devil worshippers all over there. And you're messing with the people over there overseas. And you tell me yesterday on the phone, my shareholders, which I ain't gonna say no names yet, my shareholders are calling me about Joseline. So you got people in Israel calling you about me? You got the mobsters from Israel calling you about me while I'm in America with child? At my old age? You're trying to kill me. And this is why I say you're trying to kill me. You did it to Scotty, the whole pregnancy. You cheated on Scotty. You beat up Scotty.
Damn.
You talk crazy to Scotty.
God damn, Scott.
You abused Scotty. You used her. You misused her. You did everything to that lady while she was with your child. Everything.
She jumped off the Israel topic real quick.
I wanted to come in here and address the bullshit he was saying about me. Like I'm defamatory to him. But you're making threats to me, vague threats, getting people to call my phone and all of that stuff. I'm just trying to have a good pregnancy and I want to keep trying to thrive. Even though he's doing everything in his power to shut down my company while you're here today and to shut me up. He wants to kill me. He wants me to be quiet. He took my money. I'm not getting no more payments on my payment in perpetuity with that network. He took my money. He's been abusing me for years. He's been abusing me mentally for years. And I haven't said a word.
Why your husband ain't doing shit? Yo, a bitch.
I haven't said a word.
In his mouth.
I've been quiet about it. I haven't said nothing. But now when you're trying to abuse me and make threats
beat up by the body
and send messages to my phone and do all of that stuff, it's a different story. Now I got to let the world know you're trying to kill me and you're trying to send attacks on me. Because if I come out missing, this is gonna fall on you. I'm gonna get out this live now because I gotta really try to continue to survive and thrive. Especially now that my money that I worked so hard for the 7 years, he took my money. He's trying to steal Joseline's cabaret, which I own. So
well, technically, he didn't steal your money. If you're trying to separate and do your own thing, you shouldn't even want that money. Shouldn't even want that money. That probably breached the contract.
I'm gonna get out this phone. I wanted to come in here and address what he wanted on live to say. But you're a predator. And hopefully the feds will take you down. Because you're not bigger than the program, Lemuel Plummer. You're not bigger than the program. And you're not God.
Feds ain't trusting.
It's a God out here. And it's not Lemuel Plummer.
Feds ain't trusting him. Not yet. Anyway. Not while he's still an asset. No, they ain't touching him. Just like they ain't touching mob ties. Yo, the feds have assets out here, man. Zeus Network is a federal asset. They pushing destruction into the black community. They separating black families by pushing ignorance to black women. But I'm running late. I gotta get my kids. All right, so Vlad and Boosie and Aries Spears. So Aries Spears hope it's gonna start raining. Went on a platform and basically said that he's not fucking with Vlad. Who's this? Credit Flacco punk ass. We ain't gonna listen to him. We just need his clips.
Vlad. So he 50,000. The fee that we actually stuck at was around 25. Well, not around $1 profit. I'm gonna make a hat like that for the pot.
All right. So this is how this started with Aries Spears and Vlad. So, no, hell no, man, this pump still fucked up. I still drive it. I ain't paying no fine. I'm ready to get another car. Yeah, this pump fucked up. Still drivable. Pump this fucked up. Alright, we back now, yo. Why I see anybody even say nothing, yo? Like, whole time, the screen went black, and it was loading, and nobody said anything. People just laughed. Alright, so let's get back to what we was talking about.
Get protein and probiotics in new Baby Bell Pro.
I have completely abandoned ChatGPT. It just keeps failing me time after time after time, and I can't stand it.
That's cool.
Oh, yo,
Now,
they just did some bullshit. You two be playing with my life. I don't see nobody else be going through this shit, man. Nobody else goes through this shit from what I see when niggas go live. For some reason, they gonna fuck my lives up all the motherfucking time.
He could be leaving every day. Aries, I found the pod after hearing Aries mention it on Vlad a few months ago. Incidentally, I gotta tell you something about Vlad. But you'll be the first person I see when I'm of age. Much love, fellas. Keep up the good work. Thank you, brother. And keep at it, man.
Dude, and he said of age, so he's a younger dude.
Yeah.
I love when, like, your comedy reaches out to younger audiences.
Yeah.
Because it seems like it's almost like that you're taboo to those audiences sometimes.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Now, I want you to put your business / Jude hat on.
A Vlad hat?
Yes. Matter of fact, when Andy puts his Jew hat on, it comes with the Hasidic curls.
They don't wear them. So
when he puts it on,
I'm going to make a hat like that.
2 curls.
I'm going to make a hat like that for the podcast.
That's hilarious. Tell me what you think. So, Vlad wants me to be on. And
he's probably mad that you said that, because then everybody else wants to get paid.
No, he pays people.
Everybody?
Yeah, but we all get different pay. So people have said, yo, the most popular guest that Vlad has on, Lord Jamar, Tony Yayo, Godfrey, Boozy, and Aries. I'm the only one left. Because of the beef with Farrakhan, as did Lord Jamar. Tony Yayo just doesn't do it anymore. And Boozy wanted a raise. Come to find out, Boozy wanted $35,000 an episode. Wow. He was getting $25,000.
Wow.
You see, I know my people, bro.
No, you don't know shit. To motherfucking people. Now you want to claim your people. Same nigga be talking about they need to go to jail and shit. Yo, he doesn't have a valid argument. So yesterday I showed y'all what he said in response to what Vlad said. I'm ready to show y'all what Vlad said after this. Vlad did like a whole interview. I think he was with Whack 100. I ain't quite sure. Where he discussed his issues with Aries Spears. Got their pockets, man. Man, you already know they got their pockets right, bro. That's why they really mad at black people. Lemmy and his fall. They probably racist, black racist. Niggas got treated and disrespected their whole life. Ran into some money, sold out, ran into some money. And now they're attacking their own fucking people. Man, fuck them. But alright, this Aries Spears.
Text Vlad, and Vlad not with it. Vlad is not amused in the least about Aries Spears trying to, like, damn near hold him hostage.
So I don't get nowhere near that. And, obviously it's based on the numbers, because a lot of Boozy's clips are in the millions. Now, again, I've had a few clips in the millions, but a lot of my stuff, the full interview, probably ranges around 300,000 to 500,000. So I basically said to Vlad, I go, hey, listen, man, I'm not trying to rape you. financially. I know I'm not gonna ask you for what you gave Boozy, but you know, come on, man. I mean,
Break bread.
break bread. And he goes, well, your numbers don't generate what Boozy generate. And so I showed him a bunch of, you know, people that quotes and on YouTube and shit like that, and on my phone. And one person said, hey man, I only buy Vlad subscriptions when I know he's interviewing you. Once the interview's over, I cancel the subscription. Another guy said, hey man, Aries is a beast. Pay him what you pay in them other, and blah blah. So there's a bunch of these. So he goes, so you want me to pay you more based off of what people are saying?
Aries Spears needs an actual agent, because that's like...
Yo, that sounds fucking foolish, yo. Like, yo, some of the things like him and Boosie been saying, yo, you shouldn't be saying that shit out loud, yo. Like, not at that age. Not at 40, 50 years old. At 40, 50 years old, you should at least have a basic level of comprehension when it comes down to business. Aries Spears tried to justify a pay increase based off the comments, which is insanely stupid. Insanely stupid. Like, even if that's what you felt deep down, I don't think you should have said that, yo. You should have made it about something else. You know, people do that sometimes. Like, they have a beef with you about something, but they know the beef is petty. So they make the beef about something more, you know, substantial in order to justify their decision making. That's what he should have did. You know. But yo, what this is looking like is that these niggas ain't never really fuck with Vlad, yo. Them niggas just played cool with Vlad because Vlad was paying them niggas. And that's flawed. Cause you shouldn't be fucking with y'all. And be quiet, especially with Vlad. Yo, we still clear, right? Especially with Vlad, who speaks out very often. Like, very, very often. Against, oftentimes, that's my son. Hook down. Is we still live? Ain't in my live, is it? Alright, we still Nah, it was Buffett. I had to answer the phone. My son, the son just said he was outside and shit. Yeah, they shouldn't have been taking that man money, yo. But Vlad has been disrespectful toward black people a lot of times. And y'all niggas overlook that shit. That's why I had no remorse for them niggas. I hope Vlad keep fucking them over. For real. Like, all these dudes do the same thing. They all want to be pro-black when it's beneficial. Nah, y'all. Go back over there where you comfortable at, my nigga. Don't come back now. Now he ain't fucking with you. Now you got all these bad things to say. But when everybody else had bad things to say, oh, he's a good guy. You know, Vlad, he's not that bad. You know, I think Vlad is misunderstood. You know, niggas will make all the excuses in the world. But now he ain't paying them. Now it's fuck him. Now he this, now he that. No, hell no, man.
Excuse me? If doesn't really warrant...
People are saying to you, they only watch when I'm on. And of all the guys you had that were popular, I'm the last one standing. What's your take?
Well, it's a couple things. Yeah, you hit the ones that you needed to hit.
Yeah.
What do you have wanted?
That's beside the point. He asked him to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, a couple grand more.
Yeah.
I'd have gave his ass $25. But he's getting 4,000. I'd have gave him 4,025. Fuck you talking about? Fuck boy.
But the thing that he's right in the idea that yes, you have loyal fans that are calling up and representing you. That's great, and people have that. Yeah. That doesn't mean that moves the needle where it's going to pay him the amount of money that he wants to make off of an episode. Those diehards are there for you, but are they there? Is there enough of them to make the numbers work, and you guys see the numbers, so you can make that decision yourselves, you too. But the other thing is, the thing that you said, you're the last one there. So he's not going to generate numbers. And if you go, where are those numbers going to come from? Now he's going to have to do episodes with people who are doing much less.
Well, here's the funny part.
Bro's essentially holding Vlad hostage right now, man. Really bitching and freaking everything. Vlad,
really
ball with Vlad because Vlad
kept going. He kept driving.
Apparently that got Vlad attention, and then Vlad became more responsive.
So, of course, he, was being really like, blah, 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 blah. And I said, he kept going. He kept driving that point home. You want me to raise myself up? You don't have to keep telling me about what my worth is.
That's why he shouldn't have said that. You gave it by him making that ignorant comment about the comments. You fucked up your whole argument. If that, like I said, if that was made that about something else, hey, I might get grainy. For some reason, this damn school be blocking my internet service. Man, that nigga said a lot of shit that wasn't true. They said Tony Hill ain't fucking with him. Couple niggas. Lord Jamal just was on there. A couple months ago.
I said, listen, man, you don't have to keep telling me about what my worth is. You either want to do it or you don't. So then he texted me back a couple hours later and said, we should talk. I re-looked at the numbers and we should talk. So come on, man. What are we doing here?
Well, it's like in basketball. If you...
And I'm just not breaking it, but I'm taking it from your angle, which is more so for me. I'm the last one left.
Yeah.
So there's value in my presence.
Yeah, because your numbers are going to go up based on just the fact that if they like Vlad and they like you, and none of those other guys there, they're going to have to. They're going to have to go to you. It's like when you.
Yo, that's not how that shit go. Who the fuck made him think it go like that? Niggas just won't watch. You know what I mean? What the fuck, niggas all over there? Yeah, it don't go like that. Are we still clear, y'all? Did it get grainy? Cause it get grainy by this school. Track these kids down. Alright, I'm ready. I just gotta get out this spot. It'd be grainy right here. What's up, man? What's up? Alright. Yeah. No, I ain't get that wet, y'all. Look like y'all was under something. What about the kids that walk home, man? They probably soaked. Yo, bro, I did get soaked. Yeah, that is not soaked.
They're going to have to go to you. It's like when you're in basketball, you're trying to put a team together, and you have you need a center. You have to have a center. You might have to take the 10th best center and pay him the center price for the 5th best center just to get him on your.
I don't know, nigga. That shit don't go like that. I don't need friends, dog. I'm glad, the group of friends that I got, we keep it real with each other, They ain't gonna say no dumbass shit like that. You're not gonna overpay for the center just because you need a center. That man, nigga go without a nigga make the power forward the center. You feel me? Nigga work with who they got on the team before they overpay. Yeah, man, and don't get the production that their money is paying for. Did it get better, or it's still grainy? Yo, somebody let me know, man. It's 19 people on here, man. All right, bet.
Center and pay him the center price for the 5th best center just to get him on your team because you need that player.
Right.
He needs you on this. On this.
Right.
So that's the bargain.
Yo, and Vlad don't need any of these niggas. You know what I mean? It's sellout, so you can everywhere you turn. You don't need none of them niggas. So many niggas willing to sell out for them niggas for that spot is ridiculous. Sellouts come a dime a dozen, man. If you're looking for one, you can find them easy.
Real side for him though is to go, Aries, these are no real numbers. If I pay you this much, then I can't pay more than that. And as long as that's a raise for you, you're gonna. I think you would go, yeah, that's good. Just give me my. I want value.
Yeah.
That's all you're asking for.
Yeah.
You didn't say, like you just said, you didn't say, give me boozies amount.
No.
So you got to play fair. You got to play nice in this game. And if he has you on enough, anybody's going to build more and more momentum when they're on the show. So.
And Vlad is Russian. So my terms of negotiation is take money or die.
Dude,
in other words, give me my money or else.
All right. So that was Aries Spears' point of view. And I showed y'all. Let me go back to that before we play Vlad, because that's short. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I showed y'all what Aries Spears had to say in response to Vlad. Here you go.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Aries Spears here. Listen, man, I said I wasn't going to address this because I didn't feel like I really needed to. But I'm going to address it because the warrior-like spirit in me that's an Aries, because that's my zodiac, is fighting it. But I'm going to try to be a gentleman about it as much as I can. Apparently, Vlad decided to do an interview where he's taking shots at me and throwing me under the bus. And let me just say for the record, Vlad, you are a coward, a narcissist, and a hypocrite. Because I didn't even really watch the whole video, because what turned me off immediately was he started out by saying, we're not friends. You said to me in my face on multiple occasions that we are friends. But now all of a sudden, because I asked you for a bump in pay and that pissed you off, we're not friends? So which is it? Tell the truth. And let me give you all a little bit of backstory. So basically I called Vlad and said, look, I feel like I want a little bit of bump in pay because I know my value. You once had Lord Jamar, Godfrey, Tony Yayo, Boozy, and me. All of which many times people said were your best guests. Who's the only one left? Me. Godfrey left, Jamar left, Yayo left, and Boozy left. I'm the last one standing. And when people go, yo, I watched the show because of you, yo, I subscribe to his channel, the moment your interview's over, I unsubscribe. There's value in that. So you're mad at me because I'm recognizing my worth? And I told you I wanted to be fair. I wasn't even saying pay me what you pay Boozy, because I get it. From a numbers business standpoint, I get it. I'm just asking you to be a little bit fair. And now here's the thing. Again, you're a liar, you're a coward, and you're a hypocrite. Because what you do is, you want to be seen so badly, instead of just doing what you do best, which is...
My thing is, yo, it took for Vlad to fuck him over. And not even fuck him over, because I don't think Vlad fucked him over. But why does it take for people to have issues with you directly for you to speak out the obvious from what most people been saying? Now he's a coward and a hypocrite. I don't know about his cowardness, but he's been a hypocrite. He's been a hypocrite for years. That's why it's hard for me to get behind these boys and anything they got going on, because
instead of just...
I don't respect that, yo. Like, I told y'all that before. Y'all know my stance is be consistent when it come out this shit. Like, don't disrespect him now, man. When he was feeding you, y'all was friends. You laugh up there, you joke with him. I mean, now it's a con. Now it's all right. Are we clear now? LeVar, thanks, y'all. Now it's a dispute with money, now you don't fuck with him no more. Now he this, now he that. Nah, yo. That's like you hanging with a rat all these years. You knew he a rat. You don't never say nothing. When people call him a rat in front of you, you try to deny it. Now you and the rat fall out. Now you online. Yo, that's why you was a snitch anyway. Hold the fuck up, my nigga. He been a rat now. You ain't had no problem with him being a rat when y'all was getting money together. You know what I mean? When y'all was fucking with females together. Now, I mean, when other people called him a rat, you made excuses for him. Now, y'all fell out, now he a snitch. Nah, man, fuck out of here, nigga. No, you's a rat. How about that? You know what I mean? How about that, yo? Because a lot of times that just exposed, like a lot of these niggas like Boosie and Aries Spears, they think they're exposing Vlad, but they're really exposing themselves, man. What this is showing is that you niggas is willing to compromise certain levels of your integrity for financial gain. That's what this is showing, y'all. It's showing that y'all been harbored these feelings toward Vlad, but never acknowledged it because they was paying you. Nah, y'all. I can't get with that. I can't get with that, yo. That's fake. It's fake to me, man. What you being fake for? Oh shit, hold up. I'm gonna sleep.
Just doing what you do best, which is stay behind the camera. 2 times you asked to come to my shows. One, I forget where it was in LA. I think it was Oxnard or Brea, whatever. And then the other one at the Nova Theater. Both, you said to me both times, yo, shout me out. Why is that? Because it's so important for you to have the attention on yourself. And I didn't shout you out because I knew that. That was my moment. That was my time. When I'm on your show, it's both our times. So there's that. Then here's the other thing. You went and talked shit about my podcast partner, Andy Steinberg, who you befriended. Both times you came to my show. Now all of a sudden, you talking shit about him? Make that make sense. And let's get another thing straight. 9 times out of 10, when you want to boost your numbers, who do you always go to? The black community. So whether you are using us to help your platform, and I'll be real, we help each other. And I've said that. I've never disrespected you. I've never talked crazy about you.
So what he just exposed is what I've been saying. You know Vlad is using niggas. You allow Vlad to use you because at some point it benefited you. So you can't make that argument now, yo. That argument of Black being a coach of vulture, no, you can't make that because you knew that when you was participating in it. You can't make that argument, my nigga. He was a coach of vulture. Vulture. So you can't make that argument. A while ago. The reason I don't fuck with Stephen A and Shannon Sharp and all them niggas is because of what they did with Kyrie Irving. Yeah, I'm a firm believer of when people show you who they are, believe them. And when people pick, we clear now? And are we clear now, Kenneth? Yo, and when people pick a side, make them stay there, yo. Forever. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I mean that shit. When they pick a side, make them stay there, yo. There's no coming back. That's why I believe we have so many sellouts in the black community, yo. It's because we allow people to choose a side against us. But then, when the side that they chose turn on them, we allow these motherfuckers back. No coming back. You are forever on that side, yo. So once that side is done with you, it need that should be it. But no, we allow motherfuckers to come back with their hands out, begging again. Only for them to do the same shit again. Like that's the definition of insanity, y'all. Doing the same thing, expecting different results. We allow these niggas to show us who they really is. And then once the side that they pick, that was against us, get them their ass to kiss, we then in turn allow these people to come back. Nah, man, fuck no. No coming back, my nigga. You gotta start letting these niggas die on that hill, man. Figuratively, not literally. But yeah. That's what you rocking with, nigga. Stay with them, nigga.
About you, I just simply said I want my worth. But you use the black community when you need us, and you play the black card when you in some black dussy. And when I say dussy, I don't mean the word dussy. I mean a word that starts with P that rhymes with dussy. Because that's who you are, gadget. And when I say gadget, I'm not talking about the word gadget. I'm talking about a word that starts with F that rhymes with gadget. You understand what I'm saying? You gadget dussy?
Damn, you see what I'm saying? You been felt like that, bro. Yo, because, when you fall out, if you fall out with a person you really fuck with, like harbor no ill feelings toward them, you ain't gonna do this to them, man. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be, that's my man, I used to rock with him. We just ain't, we ain't on the same page right now. All love, respect, wish him the best. You know what I mean? That's how that go when you fall out with a person you genuinely fuck with. You ain't gonna get disrespectful, because if you do, you'll be lying. You be lying to yourself. And that's one of the worst lies you can tell, man, is lies to self, man. Them niggas ain't never fuck with Vlad. And I can say that firmly based off of their response. Unless they just emotional ass niggas that can't control themselves and get like females to where they just say the first thing that come to mind, knowing they don't really believe it. I don't want to put that on them. But that could be the case. I'd rather just say y'all niggas ain't never fuck with that nigga, bro. Ever. Come on, fellas. Them niggas ain't never fuck with show, man.
Apparently, Vlad, Boozy. Why is that? Be real. We help each other. And I've said that. I've never disrespected you. I've never talked crazy about you. I just simply said I want my worth. But you use the black community when you need us, and you play the black card when you're in some black dussy. And when I say dussy, I don't mean the word dussy. I mean a word that starts with P that rhymes with dussy. Because that's who you are, gadget. And when I say...
Yeah, he definitely was hard about that 4K. He just ruined it. Because if I was Vlad, I wouldn't give these niggas shit after this. Nothing. You heard me. And fuck that. If I do, I short them niggas. I told you. That's how you operate, y'all. Like what I told y'all when I used to buy perks from people. Like when I was selling perks. And some people know this if you ever dealt in the perk gang. You might meet an old person or a family member that don't really know the game, right? So they might be giving you the motherfucking 30s for 15 when they don't know the game. But you buying all of them, they might got 90 of them. You buying a whole 90. How much that is? Hold up. 90 times 15. You cashing them out $13.50 every time. You feel me? You doing this shit for months. The minute they bump into somebody else and get to tell them, like, well, shit, you can really get 25 for these. Now you call them, they ain't answering the phone. Or they lying, oh, I ain't get them this week. I ain't get them this month. You know they fucking with somebody else. That person might be giving them 20. You feel me? But then when that person, because that person ain't consistent, that person might have just came up on some money and just had it at the time. You've been rocking with this person for months, so they know your money good. They know when they call you, everything is gone. You feel me? So they get to fucking with this other person who they making more off of it, but this person not consistent. So they cut you off for 2 months, lying to you the whole time. Now the other person ain't got the money no more. Now they calling you back. Oh, I got my script. You want them all? Nope. That's what I do to him. That's what Vlad need to do. The boost in now. Nope. Or I only got 10 now. That's the game, yo. So that's why it tripped me out with Boosie try to act like that by him not doing an interview for 7 months, that somehow qualified him to get more money. No, nigga, that get you less money. You understand what I'm saying? Like in the scenario I gave y'all, when that person come back to me after not fucking with me for 2 months because they want more money, even though we had a consistent thing going on, no, I ain't got 15 no more. I give you 12. Take it or leave it. I buy all of them, but I ain't got 15. And that's the position. That's how Vlad need to treat them niggas, man. If y'all want to come back, I got less. Boosie, how much I was giving you? 25, I got 20. How much what you was getting 4, I got 2. What you gonna do? So Vlad responded to all of this. But hit that like button, y'all. Yo, they been fucking with us lately, y'all. God, yo, they doing a number with our views on the lives. Anyway, our uploads ain't, ain't all right. So Vlad did a whole hour interview talking about Aries Spears. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with the Julio Fulio trial either because I think it's inevitable. Did y'all see this? One of Jam Master Jay, one of the people that killed Jam Master Jay got found guilty the other day. Oh no, he took. Matter of fact, he changed his plea. Yeah, he changed his plea to guilty. Let's find this Vlad TV interview. How many days ago was that? Yo, people, if y'all new to the channel, y'all gotta watch that video I did on the Southern Poverty Law Center. That is crazy, man. Y'all gotta check that out. These motherfuckers was paying the people that they supposed to been fighting against, posting them on their website as the #1 person to watch. Like, these motherfuckers is crazy. Where the fuck is the video at? Hold on. So if you ain't seen that live, you gotta watch that. That's crazy. More black sellouts. DJ Vlad talks about Aries Spears. Man, you already know we ain't stopping, bro. Right, here you go, right here.
Well, all right, man. We got the man himself in the hot seat today. Yeah. It looks like I had to step up to the interview spot, and now you're the interviewer. It looked like everybody else is on strike. Vlad, what is going on? Is the building burning? We have Boosie. He looked like, that's some tumultuous situation. Now, Aries Spears. Vlad, what's going on with you and the people that you have worked with for years on Vlad TV? You're not paying these guys enough, man. What's going on?
Yeah, well, once again, similar to the Boosie situation with the Aries Spears situation, I was going to keep quiet about this. But Aries decided to drop a video about it, so I'm going to go ahead and tell the whole story.
Why do you think?
What do you mean?
Why do you think it's public?
I don't know, man. People want to make things public. People want to take, personal business conversations and make them public. And I've learned over time, it's better to address it head on as opposed to letting someone else run with the narrative. I learned that from you, actually.
Well, I like how the fact that I think you're the only one properly monetizing the response. So, you know what I mean? But go ahead. What's going on with Aries Spears? I seen the Boosie situation. I want to update on that as well. His interview is out.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the update on the latest in the Vlad TV financial office.
Okay, so with Aries Spears, we started doing interviews around 2016. And I thought Aries was extremely funny. He was witty. He had great impressions. And I just thought he was a talented dude. So we started doing interviews. And in the beginning, it was a little bit slow. And over time, it started to work out. The views went up, people got to know us, and the audience started to increase. Now, the thing about Aries, though, is that Aries would always have issues with things that are going on. So at one point...
Business-wise or just culturally?
Business-wise.
Okay.
Business-wise. So a few years ago, Aries called me, and he was like, yo, man, I can't get any acting gigs because of these clips of me talking about people. Now, it's my fault he can't get acting gigs. It's not because maybe he's not a great actor or maybe he hasn't done a major movie in 30 years since Jerry Maguire. It's my fault that he's not getting acting gigs. So I said, I'm not removing anything. He wanted all the clips removed. I said, I'm not going to remove anything.
What year was this?
Oh, man, maybe about 4 years ago or so, something like that. And, at one point, he stopped talking to me, stopped working. Then at one point he came back and we started doing more work together. My staff would always complain that Aries was disrespectful to them.
Really?
He would show up. At one point, he forgot his towel, right? You see his towel on his leg sometimes because, he sweats a lot because he's kind of overweight. And he forgot his towel. And he's like, yo, I need a towel. And Leo, my video manager, is like, well, here's a paper towel. I was like, no, I need a cloth towel. So he made Leo go and run to the store and bring him back a cloth towel. At one point, Aries was complaining because he needed a makeup artist. I mean, literally the only person I've ever interviewed that needs a makeup artist every interview.
Hey, that nigga said I need a makeup artist. Yo, acting like a diva. Yo, but this, it makes sense. I can believe he's doing this, yo, because he's showing diva-like tendencies. Yeah, man. That is a good question. He probably play academics more than he play Aries Spears. But they got a friendship, so Act probably doing it for free. And then he be doing academic shows sometimes.
I mean,
every interview.
Now the only reason Vlad started these interviews, I think, is because urban politicians is on his heels, saying that people don't watch you for you. So I think he started doing interviews to try to prove people wrong. That I'm interested as well. People care what I got to say. But I think this is more than likely one of his biggest interviews, talking about Boosie and Aries Spears.
I'm like,
wait,
that's cool.
He needs a makeup artist every interview.
Every interview.
Oh.
Every interview. So there's a makeup artist. Shout out to my girl Candace, who comes early to do his makeup. And then he does the show. And I'm like, that's fine. I'll cover the cost. It is what it is. So the show continues.
Oh, that should come out.
Doing our thing. And, I like the...
Yo, if you make a special request, that should probably come out his payment too. Man, oh yeah. Man, Vlad tied in with the motherfucking, what's the cons, man? Tied in with them people. Which is crazy on this video. I think he said he swear to God on here. I thought Vlad was an atheist. Like, as an atheist, can you swear to God and it means something? I don't know. Somebody need to let me know.
Back and forth that me and him have. And the thing about Aries is that he lives 10 minutes away from my LA studio. And unlike some of the, my more successful comedians, like a TK Kirkland or a D.L. Hughley, he's not on tour as much. He's available more often.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, see, this is these niggas what they why he was throwing shots. He is. He this is this one of them situations where both these guys was faking it. I don't think Vlad have any real friends, especially black ones. I mean, he probably do. I can't say any, but I think most of the relationships that Vlad has with his black guests, it's through manipulation. It's not real. It's not real. It's that I need you, so I fake it. I fake my friendship with you in order to keep the money flowing. But do I fuck with you honestly? Would I hang with you outside of this? Nah, I ain't doing that.
And so a lot of times when I shoot, he's available. I'll hit him up a couple of days before. A free Tuesday? Yeah, I'm free. And we do it. So
it's like
he's
a
just on the
convenient
line.
chick at 4 o'clock, always answers.
Yeah, it's convenient for me. It's convenient for him. It all works out. He's 10 minutes away. He shows up. He gets his makeup done. He gets to go out that night wearing makeup. Everyone wins.
Yeah, what the fuck?
All right, so let me ask 2 questions while I interject here.
Yeah.
For real? I don't
Number
watch that shit.
1, and this applies to Boosie and Aries Spears, as you talk about these fallouts. We've never heard about these fallouts. We just see you guys on camera. Are you guys friends?
Yeah.
No, it's really more of a business situation.
Okay.
With me and Aries. We're friendly with each other, but we never really get on the phone and we talk. Like, for example, like a Michael Jai White, that's my friend. We talk a lot. Willie B, that's my friend. We talk a lot.
Hey,
TK
don't believe
Kirkland,
that.
that's my man. We talk all the time. I go with
believe
him,
that, Willie
to
D,
people like this, and
TK
we talk
Kirkland.
about our problems and issues and so forth. And these are people I respect. But me and Aries are really just business. We show up, and that's that. Now, over time, his appearance fees were going up, right? Because the views were going up.
He is.
And maybe about a year and a half ago, his videos, his clips started to go super viral on TikTok. There was these videos that me and him did together that they put these boing sounds behind, and literally I think hundreds of millions of views start happening on TikTok.
Yeah, it became a great little template right there. I think one of the ones is where you said some extremely gay stuff.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
The whole gay thing became
Yeah,
viral.
good reaction. Yeah.
I've always been straight.
But watching gay porn doesn't make you want to do gay shit.
Right. But I've never watched gay porn. I've scrolled past gay thumbnails. That whole thing. And look, I like to put myself out there like that and let him, kind of talk shit and everything because it creates good content. Like, I don't really have an ego when it comes to this thing. And even all the issues he had, I'm like, fuck it, whatever. We can get over that. He needs a makeup artist. I'll get a makeup artist. He forgets his towel. Fine, we'll get him a towel. Whatever, right? So at that point, the views start going up. Now, keep in mind, I don't benefit from this. These are not my TikTok channels. These are other people's accounts.
Still promotion.
It's still promotion, but he's getting promoted more than me because here's the thing, right? And I swear to God on this. I swear that this is the absolute truth. Out of everyone that I've ever had on my show, like in terms of regular guests, I have seen Aries benefit the most because he went in the beginning from doing small comedy clubs to when our stuff started going viral and started getting, big on TikTok and so forth, things just absolutely took off for him. He got his, he talked about this on camera, the biggest show he's ever been paid for, Saudi Arabia. Was this the most money you ever made off a single show?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it more than twice you've ever made for a single show?
We're going to stop at the first place.
He did his biggest venue ever. He was doing clubs of maybe 100, 200 people. He did a show in Connecticut with 3,000 people. He did a show in LA at the Novo Theater that I went to support. That was 1,400 people. He's doing the best he's ever done. And I was super, super happy for him.
Okay, and I think this is where there is probably, I noticed it in his clip, he says Vlad has an ego.
He's such a narcissist.
Dude, at the end, and I was also listening to Boosie, as Boosie was speaking as well about you. Do you feel like maybe they are also looking at it in the reverse way to say they're pretty thankful for the platform, but you're taking too much credit for their success, right?
But
Boosie
I'm not.
has 20 years in music. You have Aries Spears. I'm not too sure about his comedy career, but I'm pretty sure
It's
he's
40 years of comedy
exactly.
or something. Or since he was maybe a teenager or something. Yeah, 30 something.
But then again, he might just be saying, hey, listen, when I'm having some success there, maybe some of it is tied to Vlad TV, but maybe you're overestimating it way too much.
Well, listen, I don't care if it's tied to me or not because I don't benefit from that. That's his thing. But Aries would always, I have text messages from him. Yo, bro, he did his first Europe tour recently. He's like, yo, I'm in Europe and people are running up to me, mobbing me, quoting me from our interviews. Yo, Vlad, yo, you're big overseas. Yo, like people are constantly quoting us. Yo, like he's telling me this and I feel truly happy for him. And I'm like, yo, I'm glad that something I've done contributes to his success and he's getting paid along the way. So I feel like, yo, everyone's winning. So like, I think like a month and a half ago, he asked to raise his appearance fee again. I looked at the numbers and I'm like, cool, let's do it. Let's do it. The numbers are slowly getting better. And I'm like, yo, let's do it. Makes perfect sense. And he would say things like, yo, to all y'all haters out there who, talking shit about me doing the show, I get 5 digits every time I do an interview here. I get 5 digits while y'all sit at home and do nothing. I get 5 digits.
It ain't like I'm on there for free. He pays me.
Correct.
He pays me a nice 5 figures.
Yeah.
So if my choice is either stay home on a Tuesday and do nothing and earn nothing, or go sit down for an hour and a half and walk away with 5 figures where I cannot make anything, what am I gonna do? No, I'm gonna make the money and I get to check him.
And I let him run with the story, but that was a lie.
Oh, man.
He was not getting 5 digits.
It's typical hip hop. You got to say you got a color TV when everyone got black and white.
Exactly. He was making 4,000 an episode.
Okay.
Right, 4,000.
Still pretty good. I
still pretty good. Still pretty good. And here's the interesting part as we get into the Boosie part. He's doing it pretty much every month.
Okay.
Right? So you talk about Boosie,
probably every other month.
Every 6 months at this point, he's doing shit every month.
Okay.
So really, he's kind of making Boosie money, but it's just, more often. So that's how much he's really getting, and he was just raised up. So then the Boosie situation happens, right? Boosie goes on live, says, oh, I'm not doing Vlad anymore because he's not going to raise me up 5,000 without any background as to how much he was already getting paid. So I do that video. I think it's at like 700,000 views or something where I break down how Boosie was getting 25,000.
Yo, Vlad, after you did that response and you realized you probably made your 25,000 off responding to him, did you say, come on, Boosie, I got you with your extra 5. Come on, Boosie. Like, you got to use those response videos, even this, as like, this is a subsequent budget for when you guys get disgruntled. I could throw a little more on the pot. Because let's be honest, like, they're giving, when I saw Boosie in the car, just sit there and kind of like just rant.
Well, if I'm getting 25K from Vlad and I'm on that motherfucker how many times a year? And now I ask for 35. I haven't been on there for seven months. How am I asking for too much money?
And he's giving you a platform, not even a platform, but a reason to respond to your monetized platform. I was just like, this is why, you're kind of ahead of the game because they see content, but not how to monetize it.
Right. So the Boosie thing happens and the $25,000 thing gets thrown into the universe. And I remember before I did it, I talked to a few people and they're like, oh, well, aren't you worried that some of your other guests might feel some type of way? And I said, no, because I could sit down with every one of my guests and show what their views are and what Boosie's views are and justify what I'm paying them.
How about down set our notifications, bro? So I just was responding to your motherfucking ass. Mob ties, what it do? No, not in this case, y'all. I think they just exposing what they really are. Like they culture vultures. They befriend these guys. Everybody's getting exposed. Vlad is exposing the truth. I don't think nobody's surprised. Boosie exposed the fact that he didn't ever fuck with Vlad. It was always monetary. And he was lying to people in order to secure the bag. I think Aries Spears and Boosie is looking worse than Vlad. I think most people with sense knew what Vlad was. Vlad is in it for the business. So if he got to fake it with you, to keep the business rolling, that's what he going to do. That's what he going to do. But when it come down to the contract disputes and the reasoning behind the contract disputes, I think Vlad right. I think them niggas wrong.
Fair with everybody.
Okay, so you're not trying to hide the numbers.
No. I'm fine with being transparent with people because I have nothing to hide, right? I'm fair with people. With most of the regular guests on my show, I'm the only person that pays them, period. Every other platform they go to is free, right? Breakfast Club, free. Drink Champs, free. Big Boy, free. Academics, free.
Well, you kind of create the market for yourself, though.
I did. So I don't complain about it. I don't cry about it, but that's the reality of it. So the $25,000 thing comes out.
They fake.
I'm out with my kids, right? We're doing like an escape room. If you know what that is.
Yeah.
Right? I'm out with my twins. We're doing an escape room. And I'm enjoying my time with my kids. So then I get these text messages from Aries. Yo, Boosie's getting 25,000. We need to renegotiate. And look at these comments. Look at these YouTube comments. I only watch Vlad TV when Aries on. Yo, Aries needs a raise. Aries is my favorite guest. He's the only one I watch. And I said, well, first of all, you just got raised up. You get nowhere near the views of Boosie. Nowhere near the views. Like, Boosie's just a way bigger figure. The shows that Boosie does are massive compared to what Aries Spears does. And, like,
No.
Boosie on camera is way more entertaining than damn it.
If Boosie would have said, let's boycott Vlad, when it was legitimate reasons to boycott Vlad, I think would have held more weight. But not now. I think Boosie exposed itself as a sellout, yo. That Boosie is looking bad right now. I don't even think he realizes it. I think Boosie was in the comments the other day under a fake account, you know, trying to justify himself. But talking about you signed with the white man. Y'all remember that the person that was doing that? You signed with the white man. Boosie deserve everything he got. Like, yo, people don't say that, yo. Like, that's not, you know, that's not what people say. You feel me? Boosie deserve. Who the fuck gonna say? Yeah, man. But anyway, Boosie is exposed. He ain't never fuck with Vlad. He never fuck with him. He watched and seen and observed all the backlash that Vlad was getting. And I think he agreed with it. But yet and still, he allowed Vlad to pay him. Meanwhile, lying to us about his true feelings toward Vlad. About his true thoughts toward Vlad. He told everybody him and Vlad was good, and Vlad ain't what you thinking. These niggas sending their self to jail, and he said all of that. He said all of that. But the whole time, he knew Vlad was a problem. He just didn't say nothing because Vlad was paying him. You right, all money ain't good money. Yeah, yo, so Boosie looking horrible, man. He needs to start speaking for a minute. Take a little social media break.
Or anybody. Boosie's a force, man. He's an awesome personality. And on top of it, when I told him, you know, the whole thing with Boosie getting paid 25, Boosie was really getting paid 20. But then I figured out a way to get him more money by doing house tours. You see what I'm saying? So it's really 20 plus 5 for the house tour. And a lot of times the interview might not make the 20, but the house tour will make some extra money. And overall, it makes money. Me and Aries don't do house tours. And I'm like, fam, like, you just got raised up. We can't have a conversation based on YouTube comments. He's like, yo, you're not going to convince me what I'm worth. Look at these people. They say they come only for me. And you need to up my salary.
That's it's like a hostile takeover, huh?
And if you don't, then maybe we're done.
Oh, wow. Playing like that.
I said, listen, I'm out with my kids, right? I don't have access to my laptop, to the numbers or whatever else. So I said, all right, I come home. I get in front of my computer. And I said, all right.
How much are these numbers changing where you have to like revisit them every like couple of months?
Listen, I have a whole back end.
Okay.
You know, that it's constantly changing. Like views are constantly coming in. Sometimes you don't know when an older video gets views or something. So I'm looking at the numbers and I'm like, all right, let's, you know, let me hit up Aries. Let's have an actual conversation. Not about YouTube comments, but about actual numbers. Because here's the thing. I can find you 1,000 comments that say, I hate Aries Spears. He's the worst guest on Vlad TV. Can I use those comments to lower your fee? You know what I mean? Because you're trying to use these stupid-ass comments to raise your fee. It's like the stupidest shit I've ever heard of. So I get home, and I say, yo, now I'm home.
Like, oh, these niggas is coming off very ignorant. Like, very ignorant. Exactly, one and only. Like, yo, it's amazing how ignorant these niggas sound. Like, yo, for real. Like, it's disappointing, to be honest. For Boosie to be 43 and Aries Spears to be probably 50-something. For them to have been in the business of making money all these years, that's what makes me believe. That's what makes me believe that them niggas didn't fuck with Vlad. That's why I'm saying that, because I told y'all before, yo, when people argument start not to make sense, you gotta question the validity of the argument. You feel me? Like, your girl will be beefing with you. Start a beef over nothing. But meanwhile, it's over something. But she don't want you to know the real reason because now you know she being sneaky or she being, you know, they don't, whatever, for whatever reason, they don't want to let you know the real reason. So they start a beef over something else. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all ain't never dealt with people like that before? And I'm saying that based off of, and I'm saying that in this situation is that these niggas never fucked with Vlad. So they're making up any excuse as to why they need more money. Like I think with Boosie, it was the 6ix9ine shit. But he knows, as the nigga he is, that if he was to come out and say to Vlad, like, yo, you paid 6ix9ine 40, you paid 6ix9ine more than you paid me? Man, fuck that, I need more money. That'll sound crazy. Because for one, fuck you, what you pocket watching. And for two, what does his money have anything to do with what we got going on? So what he say is, man, I ain't doing an interview in 7 months. He was giving me 25,000, I want 40, but that doesn't make sense. You get me? Aries Spears. Watch what Boosie was making. But he can't say that. Yo, you paid Boosie 25, yo, I think I should at least get 10. You know, because you be pocket watching. So it's, y'all was reading the comments and people saying that I'm the best guest on here. And y'all follow me, do I gotta explain it further? Yeah, LeVar, you know, so you know what I'm saying. Like, this is something people do. Like a nigga on some street shit, right? A nigga cannot like you because you get money. Not like you because you fucking with all the bitches. But they can't say that because that'll be hating. So they make up a reason not to like you. You know what I mean? Yo, he bumped into me in the club. What? You want to kill a nigga because he bumped into you in the club? Yo, he was staring at me. So you want to kill a nigga because he was staring at you. That'll be their justification. But the real reason is you might have fucked this baby mother. And he tender about it. The real reason is you get money. You just a slick nigga. You feel me? You driving, you doing you. But he'd be a hater. So what they say is, man, that nigga bumped into me the other day, man. You feel me? Or they make up a whole lie. Man, I heard he was talking bad about me the whole time. You ain't said a word about this nigga. You damn near don't even know this nigga for real. You ain't even on the same level. You know what I mean? That's how people do, y'all. It's a dirty game, y'all. Yeah,
Conversation about the numbers.
Start a fake beef because they know the real reason is trash. Straight up.
Cool, let's do it. I said, cool. What time works for you? At 5 o'clock. Bet. I change around my schedule. I clear my schedule out. And I'm like, okay, me and Aries are going to have a business conversation at 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock rolls around. He doesn't respond. I said, all right, cool. Next morning, maybe around, 10:30, 11 o'clock, I hit him up again. I said, do you still want to have this conversation? You know what he said? What? Yeah, at some point. I looked at my phone, and I said, I am done with this motherfucker forever. Fuck Aries Spears.
Damn.
Because here's the thing, right? The whole thing about having your own business and reaching a certain level of success is you get to decide who you want to work with. You get to decide how you want to spend time with the type of people
I don't like that
respectful.
shit.
They can have regular business conversations with you. And not people like this who are just jealous ass pocket watchers. Because here's the thing, right? There's two types of jealous pocket watchers out there.
Vlad peeped it. He peeped it. He know this. He know that them niggas beef ain't legitimate. it's niggas pocket watching, man. But admitting that you pocket watching it's like a character flaw. Ain't no man really gonna openly admit that. Because that's a flaw, bro. Why the fuck, like, yo, you know what I mean? What I make shouldn't justify what you deserve.
There's the broke ones, right? And we've been there before. Yeah. I remember being a broke DJ and looking at like Kid Capri and Jam Master Jay and Diplo. Like, damn, they making thousands of dollars doing shows, and I'm in a fucked up studio. I can't pay my bills. Like, I'm fucked up. I'm kind of jealous of what they're getting. It's motivating me to like do something, right? I get that type of jealousy. But then you got motherfuckers like Aries Spears, who's doing better than he ever has, who's making more money than he's ever made in his whole career. and he's still jealous as fuck over Boosie. He's jealous of another man because he's making more money on a platform than him, even though he's making way more money ever. And it clouds his fucking judgment so bad that he wants to crash out. He doesn't even want to have a conversation. He thinks that these stupid-ass comments justify his...
Damn, Vlad on it. I gotta give him credit. That's real. That's actually what's going on. I guess he's been dealing with people so long that he kind of picked that up. You know, 'cause a lot of people don't be picking shit up like that up. He know the real beef is about with Boosie. So he made up an issue. Yeah. He made up an issue.
Position. So I said, yo, I'm fucking done. Fuck him. He's not welcome to the platform anymore. I don't give a fuck.
No more makeup?
Yeah, no more makeup.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Candace. I'm sorry.
Jeez.
She's a sweetheart too, man. Candace is so great. I kind of feel bad that we're not going to hire her every month to do, Aries makeup. And I said, I'm fucking done. I'm not doing this shit anymore because Aries was making after expenses about half the profit. And I said, yo, I can get in front of the camera myself and make that without the fucking headache of this dumbass motherfucker. So
I think that's a new iteration, Vlad. I think you're starting to realize, Vlad TV, it is as much as, most platforms like yours start off where it's so guest-based, but even if you're off camera, you're pretty much on camera in terms of you're part of the conversation. It's not just asking questions. Right. It's an ongoing conversation.
There's an art form to this, man. I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't just take me out of the equation and think you're going to have the same product. So here's what happens next, right? All this happens, and I said, I'm fucking done with Aries. Like, you're not going to see him on the platform again.
Do you tell him this?
No, because when he said, when he sent me the text, and I'm like, we still having the call, he said at some point, I said, LOL, okay, cool, I'm done. I'm not texting him anymore. I'm not following up. Fuck him. I'm cool. But since this is a private business conversation, I'm not going to say anything. People ask where Aries, we just got busy. Oh, he on tour, whatever else. This is a private business conversation. But then Aries decides to make a video, which you actually posted and you commented on.
Yeah.
Right? And this is what I found funny about this video, right? And he confirms everything that I'm saying, right? When you watch that video, everything that I'm saying
lines up.
It lines up. But he says, yo, the reason I need to get paid is because, they say that all of Vlad's favorite guests are gone now. Boosie's gone. Godfrey's gone. Lord Jamar's gone. Lord Jamar's not gone, by the way. He's been on my show twice, in the past year. Me and him still talk all the time. Tony Yayo's gone. Tony Yayo's coming in tomorrow.
Oh, shit.
And see, I'm the last person left, and if I leave, then no one's going to watch anything on the channel. I'm the franchise player. Like, I need to be paid more just for that.
Vlad pays me to be on.
Are we clear, y'all? We still clear?
And he's probably mad that you said that because then everybody else wants to get paid.
No, he pays people.
Everybody pays.
Yeah, but we all get different pay. So people are saying, the most popular guests that Vlad has on, Lord Jamar, Tony Yayo, Godfrey, Boosie, and Aries.
Who wants the max? Give him the max.
So let me, and here's another stupid ass concept based on comments or people in his ear. Here's the reality based on the actual numbers, right? Let me name you all the people that get more views than Aries Spears consistently.
Well, he basically said he's one of the backbones that helped build this and kind of held it down.
Lots of
basically
people.
The franchise player at the point.
Right, but here's the thing. He thinks that he's the top producer on the channel. Now, he's on more often because he's convenient.
Does
but in
the
terms of
numbers match?
people, and for me, it's easy, right? Because a lot of people are on tour or whatever. I can have other people on more often, but I like the conversation with him. But on a per-interview basis, he's not one of the top producers. Let me name you people who consistently get more views than Aries Spears.
Let's see the list.
TK Kirkland, DL Hughley, Faison Love,
Oh, wow.
DJ Academics,
I'm here.
Whack 100, Tony Yayo, who's going to be here tomorrow.
Damn.
Freeway Ricky, Gilbert Arenas, Michael Franzese, Tekashi 6ix9ine. These are all people that get more views than Aries. Aries is mid-tier, but he just thinks he's bigger than he is because of TikTok clips and because he's on more often. And here's the thing, right? If he thinks he really is a franchise player, go to his podcast on his YouTube channel. Have you seen it?
No, I found the video there. It was 700
Oh,
views.
700 views.
Someone else pointed me there.
Yo, you are the big franchise player. You're the draw. You're the reason why people get memberships and all that. And yet on your own channel, on your home turf, you can't break 3,000 views.
Dang.
Well, I've said this to you before. You kind of create a market versus yourself. And I say to the guys who are complaining or they're trying to negotiate at this point publicly with you, they can't come back with another offer from anyone else that would match it.
Because
That's the problem, right?
Nobody pays him.
If you're paying him $4,000 and he says, "Hey, there's this place that's trying to give me $7,500
Go do it.
to kind of have the same conversation."
Go do it.
Listen, I like rocking with you. Could we just up the money? You would probably think about it a little bit more if there's competing, right?
Well, no, because I'm going to think about it as profit and loss. And at the end of the day, my time is valuable. Because here's the thing, right? Aries, I'm the franchise player. I'm the reason why the lights are on in this place. But yet, when you do your own platform, you flop every single time.
So you're saying he's not LeBron James, he's Bronny James.
What I'm saying is the success of Aries on Vlad TV is not just because of Aries. It's because of Aries and Vlad doing the interview, right? You've seen the new Boosie interview. It doesn't quite kick the same when you got some random person asking questions.
There's a lot of interjections that were missed.
Right. That's the whole thing, right? It's Aries and Vlad and the interactions. All the viral clips aren't just Aries ranting. It's what I'm saying and then him responding and so forth. It's the platform. It's the 6.5 million subscribers that took me 20 years to build up. It's the lighting. It's my camera crew that I pay top dollar to create this type of environment. It's my sound guy that cleans up the sound. It's the promotion engine behind what we do. It's not just him. It's a whole thing around it. And I fuck with him, so I let him be on this and I work with him on that. And I spend the exact amount of time. Matter of fact, I spend more time than him working on these projects. And I still have to manage my staff. And I pay him up front and I take all the risk. And his stuff gets demonetized constantly.
Damn.
Do I ever go to him and say, yo, man, I didn't make 4,000 on this last video. Can you just deduct something next time? No, I just take that loss.
Damn.
So that's the thing, man. And the thing in life and the thing in business, it's not just about talent. It's about talent and being able to work with people, by being respectful. Like, Aries has a long history of people I know that don't want to fuck with him because of situations like this. But I still did it. But when you look at where he is, he should, talent-wise, he's at a Kevin Hart level. He's at a Cat Williams level. But because of shit like this, he's a mid-tier comedian. And that's the whole thing of it, man. It's like, I tried to have an actual conversation, but you can't have a basic level of
It's obvious that he felt disrespected. Like, Vlad doesn't view Boosie situation like he views Aries Spears. With Boosie's situation, it's like, all right, Boosie is a big draw. I can't pay him more money, but I get it. With Aries Spears, it's like, man, I dare you. It's like this nigga feel disrespected. Like, for real though. He might foot. I mean, like, you can tell based off his response that he feel disrespected. I think Vlad looked at it like, yo, I'm doing you a favor more than you're doing me a favor. It's a blessing that I'm even paying you. I dare you come at me like I'm wrong. And he ain't wrong. He ain't wrong, yo. What's up, V?
respect with me after everything we've done. When I put more money in your pocket than anybody, when I've given you more promotion than anybody, you can't even have a phone call with me because you're so fucking jealous. You're so blinded by jealousy for another man that you know is better than you, but you're still so fucking blinded by that you're gonna crash out. So honestly, fuck Aries. He's not like welcome to the platform on any level, and I am completely fucking through.
Yeah,
I do have one pushback. I don't think he's necessarily jealous of Boosie.
Okay,
I think the
conversation started with him talking about Boosie.
Yeah, but so. It's not him saying, well, Boosie isn't necessarily worth that or whatever. I think sometimes with the people you're working with, when they come and do an interview, they don't even know that, oh, this is a platform that would be paying out $25,000 for a person. So it's you. It's not Boosie. They're looking at it to say, well, if he has the budget to pay out $25,000 for an appearance fee, and I'm getting $4, he could probably bump me up to 6.5, and he probably won't break a sweat. He's paid his ceiling is 25. So
no, that's what you're talking about. I think Vlad got it. I think Vlad on point.
Right, because it's a conversation about analytics. So we could have had that conversation. We had a meeting to have that conversation. But Aries wants to act like a fucking diva and blow off the meeting.
What the fuck you call a nigga a diva? Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch this either, y'all. Y'all know when we go through these, I never watch them. I might watch like 2 minutes, enough to keep it in my history. But he is acting like a diva. And his argument and his beef, he's lying about the basis of it. You know, the root of it. The root is the Boosie interview. It ain't got nothing to do with YouTube comments.
Hey, at some point I'll talk to you. What the fuck? At no point will you talk to me.
Yeah, he right.
Seriously,
right,
at no point will you fucking talk to me. This is a bridge that I'm burning the fuck up. Seriously. We could have had conversations like this. And you know something? I've had other guests have conversations with me like this.
Since then?
No, just in general. People always, when you get an appearance fee, like, oh, we could always talk about it. And sometimes I'll be like, cool, I'm going to bump you up. Sometimes like, yo, I can't bump you up. Sometimes I'll bump people down. There's people that I paid 10 for, and it's like, yo, I'm not making any money off 10. Like we're breaking even on 10. Let's go down to 5. And people are like, cool, I get it. And things keep moving, right? But at the point where you can't even have a conversation with me, and it's all based off the jealousy of someone else's numbers, I'm cool, man. I am cool. And to Andy Steinberg, who made a little slick comment about me at the end.
At the end of the show this last night, when he came back there where we all were, when Ryan Davis used somebody, and he just wanted to be part of that whole thing. He's jumping in pictures. He's trying to.
Yeah.
He loves it. He wants the attention. He wants to be a star, man.
He loves the attention, man.
Like, Andy, I saw you perform twice. You fucking suck.
Oh, shit.
You're fucking trash. You have the worst timing I've ever seen of any comedian. You have zero crowd control.
Says that fake shit, though. See, yo, this is why, go back to what I was saying earlier, yo. This is why they do not allow real people in the business. Or, I ain't gonna say they don't allow them. They don't allow real people to progress in this business because you gotta be fake. I'm sure, because he said Vlad went to 2 of his shows. I don't think Vlad relayed that to him at the show. At the show, he probably was like, man, good job, fellas. Oh, man, you had me dying laughing. Man, that joke that you said, I mean, I'm sure it was a lot of that. But the whole time, these are the feelings he really harboring. It's a fake game, man.
And if you think that I'm just saying this because I'm in the moment, ask Aries about the phone call I made the day after going to your show, where I said the exact same thing to Aries, and he agreed with me.
Yeah, but why are you saying it to Aries? See, all right, so let's say he did say this. Did Aries Spears say this? Like, oh, this is all fake, yo. This is all fake. Fake friendships, fake relationships. And this goes back into the Poo Shiesty and Gucci Mane situation. Yo, this is what happened. And worse, when it's business, but you're disguising business as friendship. Yo, that is dangerous, y'all. That's dangerous, y'all. And nothing good come out of that, man. If it's business, keep it business. Don't ever cross that bridge or cross them lines between friendship and business. And it seemed like it's been a lot of line crossing going on with these guys. With Vlad and Aries Spears, with Vlad and Boosie, with Poo Shiesty and Gucci. It's like, yo, this is how things get out of control. I think like I said before, when it came down to Gucci and Poo Shiesty, if Gucci Mane never would have had Poo Shiesty thinking that we was friends, I don't think Poo Shiesty would have robbed him, man. Nope, I think he'd have went about it the business way. But since he created a situation where I'm tricking you or manipulating you to believe that we cool, that is bigger than business and it's bigger than music, and I legitimately fuck with you. You like a little brother to me. Yo, when that person crosses you, that shit hurt more. It hurt more, man. And the response to that cross is going to be way more dramatic than it would have been if it was just business. And we both understood it was business. That's why I can't legitimately say Poo Shiesty was wrong. I can say he went about it the wrong way. But, yo, that hurt, yo. Betrayal hurts. For real, man. Yo, betrayal hurts, man. When somebody had you thinking that, yo, you really fuck with me and we laughing and we joking together, and at least in Poo Shiesty's situation, man, I'm willing to go to jail for yo. If a nigga play with Gucci while he with me, nigga gonna die, man. And then that same person. So when it come down to, yo, look, I'm trying to get out of my deal, yo. You done made enough money off me. I ain't happy. I ain't satisfied. Yo, come on. What's up, man? I'm trying to get out. And that person be like, man, well, you know, it's business. You know, it ain't really that simple. You be like, what? It ain't that simple. The fuck is he telling? It's business. Nigga, I'm the same nigga that you understand? So it's like, all right, so now it's business. All right, so I'm going to show you how I handle business. Straight up. And you get situations like that. Yeah, you right.
Okay? Shut the fuck up when grown folks are talking. The only reason Aries has this dude around is because he's a 60-year-old white man that has no other options in life and will say yes to anything he fucking does. And Aries too insecure to actually have a really talented opening act. So he has this guy that makes him look better because this guy is so bad. Jeez. Yeah, man. Fuck the both of them. So at the end of the day, man, you will not see Aries on Vlad TV again. And I'm sure he's going to do a whole comeback. He's going to use the racial aspect. Oh, the white man is trying to tell me what I'm worth and this is blah, blah, blah. Go ahead, man. Do your worst. I'm cool. Like, I drew the line in the sand here, and I stand behind it. The amount of money that I make off Aries, I could do myself in front of the camera without any of the fucking headaches. Like, I was not making tons of money off Aries. Me and Aries were making about the same after expenses, and I thought that was fair. And we could have had another conversation, but he chose not to, so fuck him. At the end of the day, you won't see Aries on there. And, I'm totally willing to have conversations with anybody. And the whole thing is, me and you talked about this earlier, where it's like, yo, are you worried that other people are going to, leave or whatever? No, because with other people, I could have normal conversations. Like everyone else, like all my other regular guests, like I could have a conversation with them and we can come to a good conclusion. Or maybe we part ways, but it'll be respectful. And it won't be about what someone else is getting or, yo, man, look at this YouTube comment. I remember, because you had commented on this about the whole thing about, well, Aries was talking about paid memberships. You know how much my paid membership is? How much is it a month? Is it $5 or $10? $5. After YouTube takes its cut, I get $350. You're trying to get a multi-$1,000 raise because you found a guy that said that he put $350 in my pocket. In fact, hold on. Let me just say this also. In the comment, what I found funny is that it said, yo, man, every time you're on, I buy a subscription and then I unsubscribe. I don't want motherfuckers like this. I want, does Netflix want people that subscribe because a certain movie's on and then unsubscribe? No, I want people that stay subscribed for years. I have people that have been subscribed for 4 years. I don't want these types of fucking fans that just come for one thing and leave. There's no leverage here. There's no logic. There's no intelligence. And like I said, I've heard this about Aries for years. I know lots of people that just don't fuck with him anymore because of situations like this. But I gave him a chance and I still fuck with him because I like the exchange. I like doing interviews with him. I could do it myself, but I like...
What I tell y'all about that mentality? What I tell y'all about the mentality of, oh, he ain't fucked me over. Like, yo, that's dangerous, y'all. I keep telling niggas, yo, I do not subscribe to that. I'm not going to be hanging with a person or dealing with a person or in business where multiple people done told me, yo, he fucked me over. So what you just going to wait your turn? So you're not going to take heed and say, you know what? If he fucked him over, he'll fuck me over too. You just going to sit around and just like, all right, well, so far so good with me and him. I know he did you wrong, but me and him good. No, he gonna do you wrong too, nigga. Fuck. Just wait the first opportunity, the first chance or second chance that person get, they're gonna cross you, y'all. So why subject yourself to that? So Vlad really can't even be mad. To be honest, nigga, you knew the nigga wasn't. I mean, it's your fault that y'all going through this. Cause you should have been. If that was the word around him, you should have been distanced yourself from him.
I like collaborating with people. I like helping people out and putting money in people's pockets when we could all make money together. But when it gets to this point, fuck out of here. I'm done.
I'll tell you, and just kind of like wrapping up here, I'll tell you what I think is brewing in the future. Especially where you are in all this drama now. I feel like most of the people you work with, they severely underestimate you. And they underestimate how much Vlad, even though it's called Vlad TV, how much Vlad is actually a part of, like, again, watching you respond to Boosie is probably going to do more views than a singular clip on Boosie's interview that he's recording by himself. I think when these people are now speaking about Vlad TV and their contribution, they use words like, I built it, I'm the reason why people come there, and they're not realizing that over 20 years, you've established a very reputable brand, that Vlad TV, whether people only just hear the voice at times, that's part of, or probably the most reason why they're going to click on something, right? Oh, we've seen this guy do an interview 20 times. Oh, this is Vlad interview. It's going to be different. I think that's a little bit different. I've seen Boosie struggle a little bit to kind of like understand that. And he only kept saying, well, you know what? I'm the reason why black people like you. I made you popular, right? And I could see Aries Spears saying, well, I'm now the franchise player because I'm going to be the next guy. And it's like, you know, at some point, like you and Aries Spears sitting down together, you're the biggest draw. And they don't realize that because the platform is so big and you are inseparable from the platform. You're the bigger draw than Aries Spears. Now, not the comedy world, but in this interview world, right? We see Vlad TV interview about topic. Yes, Aries Spears is the guest, but it's Vlad TV. Mm-hmm. People are going to click. And I think that's where, people lose. But you're going to have to deal with, I think you're going to see a lot more people try to, the same thing. You might be in that position a lot more times where you're on camera.
Yeah, man, listen, if it happens again, it happens again. I got literally hundreds of people lined up who want to do Vlad TV. We turn down way more interviews than we take on, like constantly. And we have like up and coming comedians like Will Mills. We just did Dogface. Like I'm always down to find new people. At one point, Aries Spears was new. At one point, Boosie was new. And also, I'm not doing as many interviews as I used to. We used to put out 10 clips a day. Now we do about 5. I'm slowing things down a little bit and just trying to focus on the people that react the most. And, listen, I have kids now. I want to spend more time with my family and so forth. So, I'm getting into the whole Vlad stocks thing. Things are kind of moving and transitioning a little bit. I'm not thirsty for any single guest. Like, if anybody leaves, we'll figure out a way to pivot and move other people into that slot and so forth. And not because they're replaceable, but because, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. I'm not going to force you to do it. I'm not going to chase you to do it. If you don't see a benefit of doing this platform, then don't do the platform. If you don't feel that the money is worthwhile anymore, then don't do it. Yes, the Umars, and the Charleston Whites, they have a thing where they get paid every single time. But people like Aries, they don't get paid by anybody. All the interviews, like he just did All the Smoke. I know that platform. Matt Barnes is my man. Been on a couple times. They don't pay anything. He just did Breakfast Club. I've done Breakfast Club more than him. I've never gotten paid. They don't pay anybody. He just did Big Boy Show. I've done Big Boy Show. They don't pay anything. He does a bunch of platforms that are free. But the person that actually has been paying him, he wants to act like a fucking diva. And I'm cool with all that. I'm cool. I don't need no fucking divas around me, man. Have a regular ass conversation with me, work shit out, or not.
What have you thought about the fan reaction to everything? I saw Boosie Boosie came off like he was a little bit disappointed by fans who kind of chose your side, but you took the route of, okay, I'm going to be super transparent. And I think after the transparency, fans were kind of like, well, he's kind of laying it out. This is pretty reasonable. You're getting a really decent amount of money or really good money to speak. Yeah. And if he's telling the truth and you're not coming back and say, no, that's not true. You don't make 10,000 and I make 25. You make 100,000. There's no response to that. So people are seeing it and reasonably saying, yeah, even if we want to support you on this, Boosie, like, yeah, you might, we just can't. I think Boosie, like, even when he responded to me and like DJ Envy and a few people, and like we were just saying, like, if this is all just about business, there isn't much of a why do you never take my side? Because he said that would be like, in everything you never take my side, and I'm like, it's like no side to take in this. It's kind of like self-explanatory, right? Then he said I was just your boy. He was like, I'm like, no, if Vlad was making 200,000 off an interview and you were making 2,000, I'd be like, yo, Vlad, come on, like, give guy a percentage, like, do something better. I get it. Like, why would you lose it?
Listen, and this is the thing when, like, in terms of my dealings with both Boosie and Aries, is that up to a certain point, whenever they asked for raises, I always say, cool, because the views kept increasing. They'd ask for a raise. Cool, I got you. I would always say yes. I would always say yes. But then the one time I said no, then now it's a problem. It's like, now it's a problem. Now Boosie was like, hey, man, I'm going to tell everyone that I only get paid once and you're going to get paid, when my grandkids are alive. Well, okay, so now you've done it yourself. Now you get to own your footage. Do you think that interview that he dropped, his grandkids are going to make money off of? Yeah. That Patreon video? Do you think he is? I don't think his grandkids are going to see very much money off that Patreon video during their lifetime.
Have you talked to him since?
No.
No text, no nothing? Nothing. You consider him more of a friend than
I can see me and Boosie kind of working it out at one point, because Boosie, I think, has kept a level of respect along the way. I mean, he hung up on me, called me cheap. Like, I didn't like that. But that was just one little instance in terms of a whole,
I felt you complicated it, though.
I'm sorry?
I felt you complicated
We'll talk about that when we get to, when you're in front of the camera. But yeah, it's, I felt like Boosie, me and him had more of a respectful relationship. And when he made the videos, like, no, Vlad's still my man. If you notice, like, all his responses, like, he's not saying Vlad's lying. That's not true. Like, everything I said about Boosie, he hasn't denied. Everything I've been saying about Aries, he can't deny. Aries really was getting 4,000 an appearance. It wasn't 5 digits the way he was bragging. And I would let him lie, because I'm like, I don't care, whatever. Okay, if it makes you feel better to say that you're getting 10,000 or 15,000, cool. I don't care. It doesn't cost me any more money, but I got the receipts, so I wrote the checks. But yeah, man, I don't think me and Aries are gonna work it out, because I think there's just this underlying level of just like jealousy and disrespect and so forth that really I just don't want around me. I just don't want that type of shit around me. But me and Boosie, we might work it out. But I'm also, my thing is that based on the financials, I don't really care. So let's just say me and Boosie get back together and I pay him the 25 I paid him last time and I make 10,000 doesn't really change for me. And it's a lot of work to get that 10. Like, Boosie now gets to see what it's really like. To make that 10, I got to drop like 50 clips. I got to fly to Atlanta. I got to spend days researching. I got to hire a camera crew. I got to get hotels when I'm out there. My crew spends the next month working on Boosie that I got to pay for out of my pocket. To me, is that worth $10,000 these days? Not really. And I've been spending years building this up to the point where I don't.
I think we pretty much got it. Yeah, man. Like I said, it's obvious. I think he didn't feel disrespected by Boosie wanting more money. But I think he is highly offended at Aries Spears saying that he deserved more money. And this might be the only time I ever say Vlad is right. This might be the only time in life. If I could screen record this shit. You heard me. Because it'll never happen again. It'll never happen again. I promise you. Well, I can't promise you. If he right, he right. But he don't be right a lot, so. It might not never happen again. Yo, why is Adrian Broner? Matter of fact, before I get to that, we were just talking about Joseline and how she was calling out Lemmy. Now, this is a girl that's on Joseline's show calling Joseline out. Lemmy probably paid her. I doubt if she did this on her own, because this ain't the time. They going in on Lemmy for his fuckery. You decide to call Joseline out for her fuckery.
That Joseline is accusing Lemmy of, she's guilty of as well. Because one, you're saying like, oh, all of the abuse and this and that and the third. I never witnessed him abusing anybody. But you know what you did? Look. You did, in fact, attack me. You did, in fact, smack the fuck out of Drea. You did, in fact, pimp girls out to Lemmy or try to allegedly pimp girls out to Lemmy. So now all of a...
Oh, fuck up. So you didn't see anything. She got paid to do this. This is paid promotion, y'all. She caught herself. She just said Joseline is accusing Lemmy for all the things that she done. She haven't seen Lemmy do anything. But then proceeds to say that you be pimping girls out to Lemmy. Oh, you tried to pimp girls out to Lemmy. Yeah, Lemmy paid her to do this. So Joseline probably did wrong her in a way. Put hands on her. And Lemmy got to her, paid her a couple dollars and said, look, I need you to slander Joseline, man. She's slandering me.
All of a sudden it's, oh, and you're cheating on Scotty and you're doing, but you're whispering in our ears, oh, go fuck him, go do this, that, and the third, allegedly. So that way we can get the 50K at the end of the show or the 25K at the end of the show. Now, have y'all noticed that the 50K that was supposed to go to one girl during season 5 went to 4 bitches? It went to 4 bitches when it was only supposed to be meant for one person. Now, 2 out of the 4 of those people, I know for sure fuck Lemmy. Well, from their own mouth. Allegedly. I'm not going to say they actually did it, but I'm going to say that they said that they did it. Now,
look.
Another thing, on top of everything that Joseline is accusing
Lemmy of. Yeah, it's obvious. She's trying to clear Lemmy name. Lemmy is slime ball. Joseline is too. But that don't take away from the allegations she made on Lemmy.
I don't work for Zeus anymore, and I don't work for Joseline, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. You're weird as fuck for throwing your friend Janisha under the bus when you knew damn well that Janisha is not even that type of female to let no shit like that happen to her. And then on top of that, Scotty is pregnant. And Scotty loves Lemmy. And Lemmy loves Scotty. And we all fucking know this. And now for you to sit up there and they have a family and then she just had a baby and you're pregnant right now and you're putting her through this extra amount of stress, that's also weird. So all because you're not getting your way. But it's okay because I am going to tell y'all the truth about Joseline and the shit that she has put us through on the tour, allegedly, with the drinking, the drugs, the fighting, and how she barely even paid us. So, yeah, tap in for that later, coming up soon. But I just wanted to go ahead and clear the air on a couple of things on this video.
Yeah, she getting paid. Yeah, she got paid. Bezo187 says, NBA members can't do anything unless YB says okay. Well, we know that ain't the truth because look like these look like motherfucker can make them do anything, no matter who said.
Man, that's their daddy. You don't hear them boys calling them pops and all that, man. These niggas got a coke or some shit going on now.
So smack them as they daddy.
Man, blood. When I was around, man, I'm past trying to the woods and everything, telling me now, bro, I can't hit the wood. Why you don't want me smoking while we out there?
Well, come on, Dad, stop playing with me.
I look like I'm playing.
Said YB don't want me smoking.
Man, why, man? Them dudes can't even smoke around blood. They can't even smoke. Man, they can't smoke around blood. When you doing business, when you handling business, you gotta keep your ears open and your eyes. Man, you can't smoke around blood. Man, that's my head up. Everything you were doing tonight, you ain't never tried me like that. Man, that's their daddy.
Well, you know, I think that's smart. You know, on some militant shit. You know, you got shit going on. So Vlad posted this. And this is supposed to be Boosie and Aries Spears fucking what money. Yo, clown the shot them niggas. Them niggas were never friends. That's what the fuck they get. Boosie and Aries Spears. This is the fuck they get for selling out. Try to make it seem like
asked you for a bump in pay, and that pissed you off. We're not friends.
I ain't do Vlad no more. We couldn't come up with an agreement. He ain't want to pay.
I love what Vlad doing to them niggas. For real. I do. They deserve it. So Erica Kirk. The mysterious Erica Kirk. The infamous Erica Kirk. I guess she decided to speak on Drewski and the white face, and everybody accusing her of the obvious.
Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO, and I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah.
Every morning I wake up to a new...
Man, anybody trying to hear this shit, shorty. Look at you, man. Nobody believe. Why you got on all black? Like, is this the time to wear all black?
And this culture we're living in absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly. Having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all.
Damn.
Every morning I wake.
Damn. Come on now. So a person that says that, you don't believe has the capabilities of... Come on now, short. Like, she just, every time she speaks, she worse than Boosie. The fuck? Every time she speak, it's like, shorty, I don't think, who the fuck wrote that? I don't think, somebody, she need a writer. Because that was heartless as a motherfucker. You feel me? Yeah, that's heartless, yo. Your life ain't been that hard for you to be heartless like that. You ain't grow up around people dying and murders and robberies and drug-infested neighborhoods and family members dying. Like, how the fuck did you get so cold-hearted? Listen to her again. That was cold-hearted as a motherfucker.
This culture we're living in absorbs disagreement as a form of personal betrayal. It turns having an opposing viewpoint into a moral crime worthy of punishment. And here's what I've realized through all of this, truly. Having lived through quite literal hell these past 7 months, if you strip someone of their humanity long enough, you will arrive at the chilling conclusion that they don't deserve to exist at all. Every morning I wake up to a new headline lying about me. I have comedians dressing up in whiteface. I have people saying I'm not fit to be CEO, and I have Candace Owens claiming I murdered my husband. And the list goes on and on and on. There is a serious epidemic of dehumanization plaguing this country. In this culture we're living in...
Man. She ain't do herself no justice with that response. This is for real. That motherfucker is crazy. Yeah, but make sure to hit that like button, man. I think we've been live about 3 hours. We're gonna end it on that note. Yeah, man. I think ain't really too much we can say after that. Yeah, but she get to talk about people don't deserve to live. I think shit. That's all, folks. You heard me? What the fuck? What can be the comeback after that shit? I don't think it's nothing we can say. I think she said it all. You heard me? Yeah, but make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you do. So never there, keep what you do.